Oh, how's everybody doing? Everybody all right? Everybody okay? Everybody okay? Are you okay? Okay, okay, okay. Mental health check-in, 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 check-in. If you're hearing echoes, your mental health may be at risk. You should see a doctor, but if you're in America, you probably can't afford to see one. So you're just going to take some medications. OTC, over the counter. Welcome, welcome, you bunch of heathens. Welcome, you bunch of dissidents. Welcome, Vanguard. Welcome. Well, I'm going to show you a real pure butt kisser today. I'm going to show you a butt kisser, an absolute chode chuckler, a chode gargler. Welcome. The world is on fire and motherfuckers are grabbing umbrellas. Okay. Yeah, I know. Tentative deal has been reached, but Trump always chickens out. Isn't that why we call him Taco? I'll say hi to everybody in a second. I totally forgot to grab my drink. I've been going since 4, so the day is long, my back is sore, and I need a drink, okay? And I left it upstairs. God damn it. What's up, Lady Wiser? Let me say some hello, some salutations. Let's play I'll play some music in a minute. I'll play some music while I say this. What's up, Star Girl? 2.5 week taco. That's right. He on a scale of 1 to 100, he's a 2.5. And that's only because his sons and his daughter, who gets a 0.5, voted for him. He just called it off. What's up, Hamdabonia? I know he just called it off. I know. We're gonna listen. Are you kidding me? Do you think I don't look into the fucking heathens on Polymarket all day long and go, this is the world we choose to live in, where you can gamble on the extinction of a fucking race? Are you kidding? Or a civilization? What did he say? Are you kidding me? I are we for real right now? Like this is what the elites are doing? Are you joking? Oh my God. This is what these heathens are splurging, telling you buy now, buy now. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure Barron just fucking cashed in. Mark my words, tomorrow we're gonna hear about how somebody made quantrillion cunt dollars because they just happened to start a new account and bet 2 minutes before Donald Trump tweeted this bullshit. Um, He's a bluff. He's always a bluff. That should be his nickname. Cunt Bluff. That should be his new nickname. I don't know if I could say that on here. Hello? Hello? Am I allowed to say cunt bluff? I don't know. The AI will pick it up. Do you think I care? Um, okay, let's say hi to Sardyon. A solidarity to all my comrades across the pond. Frankie Berry, Shy Pixie, Stargirl, Lady Wiser, Duffy, Smoking Blondie. We'll play some her music later. Salty Slay. Who else been here? Who else been here? All my friends chatting it up. All right, all right. I gotta go grab this drink because my back. Steffelson's here. What's up? Taco Tuesday. Ah, Steffelson. We wouldn't have had that without you. It is Taco Tuesday, folks. And if you can read, even poorly, all this says is I'm a chicken shit. I'm a chicken shit. This is if you thought when here, I'll put up the original tweet, the original cunt bluff, old cunt bluff. That's what where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here it is. A whole civilization will die tonight. This is your president, not my president, your president speaking. Not to the comrades in here, but you know who I'm talking to. The president speaking like a goddamn toddler talking about his G.I. Joes. A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Don't want that to happen, do you? But it probably will. I love how he fucking serpent tongues the whole thing. Never to be brought back again. Don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, like, this is the most fucking bipolar, manic fucking dementia patient I've ever seen. However, now the complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, less radicalized minds prevail, maybe something revolutionary will happen. Oh, something revolutionary is in the works, my friend. Don't you worry. We're doing it here. And now, it is our obligation as Americans to dismember or overthrow this government. It's a revolutionary right. Those aren't my words. That's Abe Lincoln. I'll get the quote out if you want. You can fucking ask Jeeves if you want. That's our obligation as Americans. Abe Lincoln. Don't disrespect the great theater goer Abe Lincoln and his goddamn two bucket hat. What is it called? What are those hats called? Oh, a couple of buckets? Cowboy buckets? I don't know. Gilligan. He was a big fan of Gilligan. That's why he wore the hat. Um but Abe Lincoln says it is our duty as patriots, as Americans, to amend this government or our revolutionary right to overthrow or dismember it. That's Abe Lincoln, dirty hippie, 1861. We will find out tonight. I read this whole shit and I didn't for 1 second. I mean, I know this is highly inappropriate, like praise be to Allah, you fucking crazy psychos, or whatever his last tweet was. Um, but just so you guys know, I wasn't really ever worried because this is a picture of chicken shit. If you've never seen chicken shit, it splatters on the ground and it looks like that. So this dude doesn't mean anything he says. Um, you know, and he has just puppets behind him pulling all the strings. So I wasn't really concerned because I figured right around what time are we at? Yeah, I figured I'm sorry, I thought at 7:30 Polymarket would go wild and announce like, ooh, a deal has been struck. Cash your bets. Because that's all this is. This is a massive grifting government. I'm almost starting to consider that his praise be to Allah tweet Easter. Sorry, it was Easter Sunday. Tucker Carlson's gonna have some commentary on that because he's flagrantly mad. You know, the guy that helped usher this fucking fascism in is now upset because he said praise be to Allah and the F word on Easter. Like, well, yeah, who fucking cares? You think Jesus cares if you're saying the F word while you're busy cheating on your wife with children? You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure one outweighs the other. But anyways, it's just funny. These people are like, how dare he? It's like, dude, he's been grifting you the whole time. He's murked American citizens in the street. And now you're like, hey, he said the F word on Sunday. I don't like him anymore. These fucking people are so dumb. Oh man, you almost wish, we could hand out them Darwin Awards again. Um, but yeah, I seen this and I went, man, not happening. This is probably, for someone to make a whole shitload of money tonight. Uh and now I'm starting to think the praise be to Allah thing was not, Donald Trump's conversion to Islam because he's going to scurry away, like he said today, that he's going to run away to Venezuela and become their president. But I'm pretty sure it was so somebody could cash in on some random fucking bet that nobody knew about, that they were like, wonder if the president will praise Allah on Easter. Yeah, I'll take that. And Barron's like, Dad, I'm doing great. Thanks for the tips. And he's like, that's my son. Or daughter. I can't tell. With a name like Barron, you don't want to kill your kids Barron. Um, but just give me a second. I'll play some goddamn music for you. This is Bunk Bed Coffin. The song is called Tired of Being Tired. Link is in the description. You could read that if you want. Let me see if I got something. Um, oh, this is a good one. Russian dictator. Who's making those? I want one of those pins. If that comes in pin form, I'd like to get a dungaree jacket and one of those pins. It was like 1994. The old Russian dictator. Uh, we could show you this one. Only American citizens should decide American elections. Only Venezuelan citizens should decide on Venezuela. I mean, there's a tweet for everything, really. But I think I'll leave you with this while I go get a drink and play some bunk bed coffin. Tell your friends, share the link. Let's get 1 million people in here for the countdown till 8 o'clock, where we can officially say Trump is chicken shit. He never means anything he said. He's just a bully. And if you stand up to bullies, they kowtow down. They are like little suckling pigs and they just squeal all the way home. I'll be right back. I gotta get a drink. Don't blame me that I gotta work 4 fucking jobs just to afford fucking 1 loaf of meat. Okay? At least Pablo had drugs and hippos. Yeah. What's up, Jess? Not even American citizen side elections. People who own the big business interests decide elections. 100%. Da, 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 da. Hold on. How do I share this stream? I want to share it with a friend. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. No sense to no one. I fuck with the moon. Me too. Everybody go out tonight and do a naked moon Sabbath. Throw your tatties out, Just get out there. Get out there and worship that moon, folks. Howl at it. Howl at the moon tonight. Go out into the moon. Take your tops off. Let them tatas fly. I sound like my sister right now. Oh my God, that's so funny. I wish my sister was watching. She says, I'm going to do, what did she call it? A moon something? A moon something. What do you do under the moon? A moon? Any of the ladies know? I hear the moon has Nazis on the dark side of it. 47 minutes before World War III. Wolverine, you must have just got in. Donald Trump chickened out like he always does. We knew this wasn't happening. Here's the latest. Here's the latest fucking dementia-ridden bipolar tweet you ever read. Let's just say this is how I like to sum these things up. Poly Market has called it, folks. This is the world we're living in. In America, where they're like, you're not allowed to gamble unless you go to a certain area of land. Uh, in a in America, Poly Market is now, the political fucking forum because you can bet on anything. We're in a dystopian alternative timeline. I hope you know that. And I reject this whole shit. I reject Theo Vaughn, Tucker Carlson, Ben Shapiro, Joe Bogan. I reject them all. They're not my masters. You at home might be fucking twinkling into the fucking MAGA saga verse of like, who's backpedaling now? Ooh, Theo Vaughn. Ooh, I don't want to. Oh, really, Theo? You weren't saying this shit when you were out to dinner with fucking Jared Kushner and what's the daughter that Donald Trump wants to bang? Whatever her name is. You know her. Like, he was having fucking cake and white wine spritzers, a couple of Zimas with them. Didn't seem to bother him too bad. Now all of a sudden he's fucking on antidepressants. Well, good for you, buddy. I'm glad you can afford them because the rest of us in America can't. You twat. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Poly Market. Poly Market's calling it. Just have fun with life now, Like when there's a big traumatic thing that you think a civilization's going to be wiped out because the president is rage tweeting overnight. Just go to Poly Market to see if it's true, because that's what Barron's doing, so you can make $1 trillion off inside information, and no one will ever prosecute him. We have to address a few things, the elephants in the room and the hippos in the room. I'd just like to take a moment and say Pablo Escobar, at least he fucking took care of his people. You know what I mean? Like, at least Pablo Escobar fucking invested in his fucking people. Jesus Christ. And he's, as far as I know, he's not in the Epstein files. So 2 things for Pablo, 0 for Trump. He loses again. But before that, we got to take a minute to just appreciate. I remember Zima. No, you don't, Shy Pixie. Come on. I don't even want to remember Zimas. They were good though. They were. If you've ever had a Zima, I don't anymore. But back in the day, when you could get a Bahama breeze. Um, do you guys know who this is? I hope everybody does. Everybody knows who this is, right? One of the great socialists of our time, Senor Jonathan Lennon. Um, and here are some brilliant words by a man so sadly taken way too soon. Maybe that's why I'm depressed. I keep listening to like John Lennon and you ever heard Working Class Hero by John Lennon? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. All those twats were singing Imagine during the pandemic. They should have been singing Working Class Hero, you bunch of assholes. I know I can't play that on here. Maybe I'll see if I could speed it up and not get tagged. Because that is, good God. If you don't know the deep John Lennon cut, I don't even think those are deep cuts. John Lennon, Working Class Hero. I wasn't even going to play this. Wait a minute. God damn. I was going to play. Here's John Lennon talking about the world.
All our society is run by insane people for insane objectives.
Hold on. Let me start that again because it was a little low.
But I think all our society is run by insane people for insane objectives. And I think that's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12.
By the way, did you notice John Lennon said, I sussed? So if you had young kids over the past 10 years and you've heard them use the word sus, none of these little Gen Alphas created it. That was John Lennon back in, I don't know. I don't know when this was. 60 something, 72. I don't know. But John Lennon said, you know what, I think that's what I sussed when I was 60. Isn't that crazy? I just found this is like a language archaeological dig. This is we are uncovering the fossils of our lexicon right now, because if you wondered where the word sus came from, John Lennon.
That's what I sussed when I was 16 and 12, way down the line. But I expressed it differently all through my life. It's the same thing I'm expressing all the time. But now I can put it into that sentence that I think we're being run by maniacs, but maniacal ends in it. But
God damn. And remember when Ben Shapiro, Captain Eyebrows? I think that was his Avengers name. I think in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Ben Shapiro. Let me bring up a photo just so everybody can play along. Ben Shapiro, if you don't know him, he's a right-wing grifter founded by the Wilkes brothers, who are fracking billionaires, and they ensure that his many ventures never go broke. But this is him. You know him as from the Marvel Cinematic Griftiverse. He's Captain Eyebrows. Those are authentic. I did not AI this image at all. I know you're thinking those are massive exotic caterpillars. No, those are his eyebrows. I think he went to Turkey instead of to do hair plants. He said, give me the fucking Groucho Marx eyebrows. He said, never mind the Groucho Marx mustache. I want each one of those glasses flipped upside down and put over my eyes. That's him. Um, and he's one of the many, pieces of shit that gets on your talk box every day and lets a bunch of gibberish come out of his sauce box every day, and people somehow, I don't know, I think it's just bots. um I think it's bots that keep these people afloat because they don't make sense. It's not like they're talking to you and you're like, "Nah, yeah, I kind of get that from the guy with the eyebrows, with the guy with the fucking Sesame Street eyebrows. Looks like goddamn Jim Henson put them together. Look at that. Look at, even to the shirt. This fucking dude looks like if you took a random tertiary character off Sesame Street and you said, hey, DeepSeek, could you please make this Muppet into an IRL human? And like, this is what you got. And people like listen to him like, wow, what a very smart boy. I'm glad he's disseminating this information from the Wilkes fracking brothers, the Texas billionaires, because again, that's how he's afloat. It's not like he has good points or fucking people that care about him. Even his parents probably left him in the woods when he was born. You know, that's what I imagine. I think that's his backstory. Ben Shapito's backstory is his parents saw him come out and they just thought it was all eyebrow, and they said, "Ooh, we gotta get rid of this thing," and they ran to the woods and left it there. But his eyebrows had a mind of their own, and they crawled him back to his parents' home, and they said, "Fuck it, we'll teach him violin." Because if you don't know, he's a violinist. These people are twats, man. They're all fucking twats. If you were a friend, listen to Ben Shapiro. Maybe you were combing your hair with a fucking tack hammer instead of a comb. You know. All right. Let's get to some audio because there's some stuff we got to cover. I know we can't just have fun all day making fun of Ben Shapiro. By the way, somebody clip this and send it to Ben. Hey Ben, you want to debate somebody? I'm probably older than you. Why don't you fucking take your turn with a real man, huh? Why don't you stop bullying those fucking kids in college? I'll debate you. I don't even give a shit. You pick it 5 minutes before and I'll dunk on you all the time, buddy. Because I'll probably just make fun of your eyebrows. I'd be like, but can you make a serious point with eyebrows like that? How many times do you have to comb them a day? Do you ever get dwarfs running up to you saying, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, throw down your eyebrow hair? You know what I mean? The guy would just fucking try to embarrass him because anything coming out of his mouth is hot garbage. You know, it smells like New Jersey fucking crossing the bridge, going right past those fucking landfills in the midst of August. You ever been stuck going, listen, I love Dirty Jersey. I love Dirty Jersey. I love you, New Jersey, and I love my New Jerseyans. But just let me tell you, if you've never been stuck in traffic, whatever the fuck that bridge is going into New Jersey, where it's just landfills on either side, and you're stuck in traffic, and you're like, I don't know, do you think putting the windows up and the AC on will like mitigate the smell? And you're like, no, you just can't. It permeates you. And then you get to your location, you're like, I just smell like hot garbage. God damn you, New Jersey. That summer scarred me. I'm so sorry. That summer really scarred me, you know? It's like a fucking heavy incense, you know? Anyways, what were we talking about? It's the final taco. Oh my God, yes. Who said that? Oh my God, yes. I love you. Good to see you. Good to see you. All my pixies are here. I love it. Listen, hold on. Now that I have the attention of all my pixies, what is it called when you go into the under the moon, a full moon, you go into the moon? I gotta shit. I like have to call my sister because she says this all the time to me. She's like, me, we're going out into the moon with our tatties out and we're doing a full, it's not a seance. What is it? What is it called? Like a moon something. Jesus. Uh, what is the thing witches do under full moon naked? What is it called though? No. Oh, good God. A skyclad ritual? No. Moon bathing? No, that's funny. I'm gonna use that moon bathing. I'm doing a little moon bathing. I'm gonna have to, you know what? I'll pagan suit. It's called basking. Moon basking. Is that it? I gotta ask my sister because she has the funniest language for it. She's so funny. But I'll call her and she'll be like, it's gonna be a full moon. I'm going out into the moonlights. And what does she fucking call I think it's her own language. And she says, I'm going out with my titties out like woo doggy. Oh my God, she's so funny. I wonder if I can invite her on the live. I wonder if I can invite her on the live. Yeah, they do it near us at Stonehenge. Yeah. Your sister sounds fun. You will stay away from my sister. I will break anybody's legs. That is a metaphorical thing. Um you watch your tone. That's okay. Agreed. Hey, all of you. That's my cherished home. I used to go shrooming in the moonlight. Yeah, that's my caliber, you know. I'm like, I'm going to find myself under the moon. I'm going moon bathing. And then I wouldn't make it outside because the carpet had some fucking crazy design. It'd be sitting there for 16 hours, like, dude, do you know what the carpet smells? We were so cool. We used to be cool, man. We used to be cool. Now we're just all complaining that the fucking president wants to end a civilization. Now you got oh hold on. Oh, that's a funny story. We're gonna get to this. Dude, we have so much news to go. Now you're just whining about the president wanting to destroy a whole civilization. How dare you? I love those people. Are you on here YouTube crying again? Yeah, I don't know. The president just threatened a fucking holocaust of a people. Do you not care? Like, as much as I say I knew he was gonna chicken out, you understand, like, at work, I couldn't talk to anybody because I was like, there's fucking children over there right now that don't understand the context of this piece of shit, you know? Don't understand that. And there's probably mothers and fathers and children and brothers and sisters and aunties and uncles just fucking like, what do we do? I just want you to, I really want people to understand one thing. Like, we all know, right? Everybody here, at least in the Vanguard, all my comrades, we understand this is a chicken. This is a fucking bully tyrant, a petulant fucking toddler who always needs attention. And if the attention goes somewhere else for 1 second, he's like, I'm going to destroy a whole civilization. He's the ex girlfriend that you're like, I think we're breaking up. She's like, I'm going to do it. And you're like, oh, okay, we're back together. Oh, God, we're never going to get out of this relationship. Like, that's what this is. We all understand that, but we're adults, you know? We're the only adults in the room. My day was consumed. I think this is why my back pain is kicking up so bad because my day was consumed with thinking about, like, if you have kids, even if you don't have kids, do you know any children? And MAGA, we don't want to know if you know them. We know your charges. We're talking about, are you familiar? Do you have family with fucking people that have kids? And I just want you to imagine waking up to this fucking tweet by this monster and thinking this is my potentially my last day with my child. And that fucking haunted me and that irked in the back of my head. And when people were coming in and going out, and I was like, what? None of this shit makes sense to me. It reminded me of when my dad died. When my dad died, I was very young, but it felt like the world paused for me. It felt like somebody hit the fucking pause button for me. But everybody else's world kept spinning and it kept going on. And I was just like broken. I was broken for many years. And that's how it feels when you have like a very tragic fucking death, right? But I would also imagine that that also extends to getting a notification like this and thinking, what do I do today? Do you send your kids to school? Do you just pray? Do you try to leave? Do you think, you know what I mean? Like, I want you, especially my Americans in here, to try and consider that if, God forbid, fucking some fucking tyrant across who gives a shit. We're just gonna go full Ben Shapiro and say, let's say just some imaginary villain as heinous as this child fucker was like, tomorrow I wipe out the American civilization. Like, I really want you to put Americans, put yourself in those shoes. Don't fucking never happen. Don't fucking tough guy this. I want you to consider what the fuck you would do. Would you go to work? Would you send your kids to school? Would you fucking be about your business? Or would you be like, the fuck have I been doing this whole time, man? Really? This? I would probably spend the whole goddamn day calling people I loved and just hugging my kids. You know what I mean? And putting on fucking a great movie, you know? Something that the kids love to hear them laugh. And this is the reality of the world we're living in because of this fucking petulant toddler who, as soon as you're like, we're breaking up, and he's like, that's it, I'm doing it. As soon as the tension even fucking glimmers off him, he's a fucking irate fucking 6-year-old. What were we talking? Oh, we're gonna get to Tucker Carlson, but I just really I want people, if you're gonna fucking hang out with me for a little bit, right? Every day, a little bit, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. If I'm gonna give you some of my time, because usually in America we have to sell it to the capitalist hogs that fucking want your time for an undervalued amount. I know my worth, and none of these fucking companies pay enough. Okay, and you should know your worth too. That's very important. My mother always taught me that. I have a button up there. One of the last things I got from my mom was a pin that says "Know your worth." Okay, because she fucking lived it, man. She was out in protest before I could ever fucking even comprehend what the fuck it was, and she was fighting for your rights fucking way, way long ago without you even appreciating it. But if we're gonna spend some time together, whether or not you consider my perspective, you're gonna hear it. And I really want people who maybe didn't think about, maybe thought about in the entertainment way. You know, I always get to think, what's the spin on this? How can we turn this shit on its head and know that he was a chicken piece of shit? That's why we call him Taco. Taco stands for Trump always chickens out. But the reality of it is, I can do that from a billion miles away in fucking America, in a place where, you know, we're fucking isolated from the, you know, I'm sorry, Mexico and Canada ain't doing shit to us, you know? And we're very fortunate in that aspect, but when you consider the fucking parents that had to endure today, still, they got a half hour. They don't know. You know, I seethe with fucking hatred for people who would fucking do that and then turn around and pretend like, you know, I'm not even going to play the audio clip where he was like, I'm bombing Iran for the gays. That's a real audio clip that your president said today. And he was like, you know, the way they treat women and gay people. And I was like, so wait, are you thinking they don't exist there? Like, what is this? What is this? You're going to just wipe out a civilization? Like, does nobody see the hypocrisy in this shit? And how do you think all those people over there felt? I'll tell you what, they're braver than most fucking Americans. If you haven't seen the photos, let me just show you. And I say most. I know my folks, my family here, uh, ain't in this crowd of chicken shit tacos. But did you see them forming a human wall? Absolutely amazing. When I was asking you if you knew your days were numbered, and some fucking tyrannical power halfway across the globe wanted your oil, didn't think much of you, called you animals, and then threatened to eradicate your civilization, what would your last day be filled with? It never came to my mind that I was like, oh, I'd become a human shield. I want you to think about the courage that took. They were like, okay, do it. And he fucking backed the fuck down. That's bravery that I don't really comprehend. That's a selflessness that is very hard for Americans to understand. And you're seeing it in action. That's crazy. All right, let's get to Tucky Tum Tums. By the way, I just show you this. Um, if you don't know, this is Jake Paul. He's doing blackface right now, and hmm, you know, I should have just really had somebody on tonight. Oh, I should have, because I don't even feel like I'm the one appropriately equipped to address this, you know. I feel like I should have had somebody on that really could address. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll reach out to my sister and see if she'll come on, cuz she'll tell you what the fuck she thinks of this. And all I can say, as you know, many in my family have said before me, uh this motherfucker got something coming. Because I don't know too many people that could walk around like that purposefully, you know, and not fucking. Didn't that one dude already? Maybe he'll get another boxing match. You know what I mean? Like his last one. Because this is not only despicable, but this just shows how thin skinned these fucking maggots are. It's surreal in the year of our Lord 2026 that this maggot, this is why I call them racist. If you don't know, Charlie Clan said black people, if I saw them as a pilot, I wouldn't think they're qualified. That's textbook racism. There's no other definition you need. He's saying if I see somebody of color, I don't think they're qualified. That was the whole history of American racism. They were like, oh, they can't drink from our water fountains. They can't swim in our pools. They can't fucking go to our schools because they are not qualified humans to. That was the whole racism thing. And I don't even think these people forgot. They were maliciously aware of what the fuck they're doing. So I don't know. Are there any black people in this dude's orbit? You know, put them in check. Do it for the rest of us, please. I don't even feel like I'm appropriately fucking advanced enough to fucking dress this bullshit. But I wanted you to see that. Jesus Christ! If I'm just putting you in timeout. If you're gonna ask about what about whiteface and just miss the fucking history that we're talking about, then you know you're too stupid to be here. Go back and play with your fucking thing. You know, like I'm assuming that's what you were doing all day. Hopefully someone put a fucking helmet on your head so you don't bang it too hard against the wall. But you know, this buddy, here's the thing. This is just not the place for you. If you're like, what about whiteface? Oh my god. Oh, tell me you've never been around black people without telling me. I think that's what we'll call that. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's so funny, these fucking turds. They think they come out with some like really smart point. What about whiteface? Um, okay. We're just gonna laugh. Did I not take a picture of Tucky Tums? I'll just put him up because they're all in the same grifter verse. Here's what's his real name? Tucker Carlson's. Tucker Upper Decker. Tucker Clarkson, I think his name is. This is him talking about Donald Trump's tweet. Tuesday would be power plant day, bridge day, all wrapped in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Trump. It's a real tweet. I'm not bringing it up because Tucker Carlson had a fucking visceral reaction to this. It's so funny.
Open the effing straight. How dare you speak that way on Easter morning to the country?
I love I'll play the rest, but I just love Tucker's take on shit. It's like, how dare you speak to us like that? Jesus fucking doesn't care how you talk if you're cheating on your wife with children. You get what I'm saying about the Epstein files? Is everybody following along? Like Tucker, I know you're trying to make this fucking moral straw man argument of like, how dare you come out and say F word on Sunday? But the truth is like, dude, look at his actions. Did I take a picture of my Bible verse today? I don't even think I did. Hold on. Did I take a picture when I was reading the Bible? I was like, this shit's too funny because you know these motherfucking maggots do not read the Bible. No, I will. I will. Rushing me. That's it. Don't rush me ever again. Tucker with his fake outrage. Good Nurse Rock, good to see you, man. Oh, we read the Bible. Shut up, Joseph. No, you don't. God damn, man. We know you don't. Don't come in here lying like that. Here. So I was reading this today, right? I assure you, this is Jesus speaking. If you don't know, I know it's not in red here, but in John, Jesus is fucking addressing people and like, hey, this is how you know who knows me. And I'll tell you where MAGA stopped reading. I assure you, and most solemnly say to you, the person who hears my word, don't read that, and believes and trusts in me, in him who sent me, has eternal life. Don't read the fucking parentheses stuff because this is how MAGA reads it. They're like, oh, you just got to see and believe. That's it. No, no, MAGA. Let me teach you how the Bible works. There's context and there's fucking understanding and there's reading comprehension that you need. So this is why I like to read the AMP Bible because it gives you a little more in detail. You could go and learn Greek and try to read it in fucking Greek, the New Testament. I tried that. It's very difficult. Greek is not an easy language. Thank you, Grecians, Greeks, or whatever you call them. Thank you, Heracles. But after it says, who hears my word, the one who heeds my message and believes in me and trusts in me, possesses now eternal life. That is, eternal life actually begins, the believer is transformed. There's the crucial thing that you're missing. That faith without action and belief is nothing. Nothing. You could say all day long. This is why I don't like when people are like, oh, what if a serial killer right before he passed away said, I believe? It's like, good for him. Too late? I don't know. If you're just going on what Jesus said, pretty sure you'd have to be transformed. And you're not transformed by saying a bunch of shit, but your deeds will prove what's in your heart. You know, it's how you act. That's why I always find it funny when MAGA comes in here acting like a bunch of hardos. And I'm like, so you're the guy who slams the door on the woman walking in behind you and doesn't hold it? Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your filthy mouth. Your parents raised you wrong. Let's go back to Ben Shapiro. So just remember, keep that context. Now, you don't have to believe in the Bible. I don't give a fuck. It's not for me to decide. I'm supposed to live my way when I believe in Jesus. And the thing here is that I try to teach you this stuff in educational form so you can understand when these people say, oh, I believe. It's like, show us now. Jesus wasn't telling all of his disciples, guys, just say the magic words and you're good. That like wasn't his thing. His thing was like, you better be washing some feet. Get it? So let's go on, Tucker. He's very upset about the F word.
Who do you think you are? Tweeting out the F word on Easter morning? Just watch. Praise be to Allah. This is a
Praise be to, I love Tucker Carlson having to say praise be to Allah. That is so funny. That is the funniest part to me. I just want to clip that.
mockery, not just of Islam, it's a mockery of Christianity.
Dude, his whole life is a mockery of Christianity. I hate to be the one to. Tucker Carlson's finally waking up and he's like, this is a mockery not only to Islam but to Christianity. It's like, what'd you think when he murked two Americans in the street? What'd you think when he was like, I want to bang my daughter? What did you think when he said quiet piggy? You thought that was honoring God?
To send out a tweet with the F word on Easter morning promising the murder of civilians and then saying,
Oh, don't worry. You should have seen him hitting on his daughter while he was fucking sending that tweet. Don't worry. You should have seen the kids he was surrounded by, where you shouldn't be within 50 yards. And don't worry, the F word wasn't even the fucking least of your worries, buddy. I love the dramatic fucking posturing of Tucker Carlson to make himself the holy man by saying the F word on Easter. Oh, okay.
praise be to Allah, without explaining any of it. You are mocking me and every other Christian because we're Christians. We can't support that. That is
You have and you did and you will. You're a turd. I'm done listening to him. I'm sorry. Let's get to the next. This is the OBGYN Kelly show. Oh, she's an absolute twat. Are you ready? She's gonna open her mouth. It's gonna reek like tuna in here, but you know, that's the price we pay to hear these fucking knuckleheads.
Honestly, Trump could drop a nuke and I'd still vote Republican over those people because they want to avenue voter. In some ways, I really am. But honestly, what they want to do is nuke our own country. You know, it's like the open border, what they're doing to children, all that stuff is.
What are they doing to children, Maggie? Did I call her Meg? My apologies. Me, OBGYN. What are they doing to children? Did you read the Epstein files? Are those the people you're talking about? These people, have me on any of their shows. I promise. I won't even say I do YouTube. Just let me fucking not be a bobblehead for these people.
Still, they would do it all if put back in power, and I think
yeah, they would. They would nuke America if put back in power. Megyn Kelly is so familiar with the left. You know, the people who want health care and affordable fucking housing and food. Holy shit. By the way, if you still stand behind Trump, just know he's got an exit plan. Hold on, where is this twat? Let me see. Where is this fucking loaf of bread? This expensive loaf of bread. There he is.
Of years. Now with Venezuela, and we just so you understand, the people of Venezuela, they say if I ran for president of Venezuela, I'm polling higher than anybody has ever polled in Venezuela. So after I'm finished with
Is that like his inauguration numbers? Is that like the crowds on his inauguration? Remember when he said he had the biggest crowds ever, and then we were like, "There's photographs, man. There's photographs. We can see that you're a liar." And Joe Rogan was like, "No way, man. This is huge." Theo Vaughn was like, "I'm liking his style." Remember that? That was like 10 years ago.
with this, I can go to Venezuela. I will quickly learn Spanish. It won't take too long. I'm good at language.
You can hardly learn English, my motherfucker.
And I will go to Venezuela. I got to run for president. But we're very happy with the president-elect that we have right now.
Is that you? I'm pretty sure you declared yourself president already. Okay, MAGA, so just so you know, this guy's got an exit plan. Do you? I would say get your tickets to Argentina now. I heard they're pretty friendly with with rat twatsies. Okay, now we got to get into some of the heat. Some of the heat that I'm not throwing at any other YouTuber's way, but I said this yesterday, and I just want to go over it again. If you hear anybody talking about invoke the 25th Amendment, just so you know, the 25th Amendment, wait, did I do a thing about it? No, we got to talk about that story. That one's too funny. Oh, that's for later. FICO scores were invented by in 1989. I tell you that all the time. I wish you guys would listen so we could uprise. Uprise. Did I not take a picture? I guess I didn't take a picture. I'll just show you this muff. All right, this muff here, let's play some audio. So to invoke the 25th, just so everybody's clear, the 25th Amendment says, if the president is mentally fucking dementiated, like this one is, or, and this was started after JFK got murked, so they had some kind of line of succession. And I think they put it in place during, medical procedures, and maybe with Gerald Ford to replace someone, and then when Nixon stepped down. So I mean, it's loosely been in play, but it's never gotten a president out of office. And the reason I want to remind all of these YouTubers and politicians that this shit ain't happening. There's no 25th Amendment. He's not getting fucking taken out of office. Is because for the 25th Amendment, Article 4 to happen, this guy would have to kick it off. And you know who would have to rally around the table, rally around your family with a pocket full of shells, would be the cabinet secretaries. The people I make fun of every day. Secretary Peter Cog Smoker, whatever his name is. So Secretary Peter, the Secretary of War. If you're calling for war, please be nice to Peter. He holds all your calls. Kristi Noem got bounced, so it would be Mark Wayne. I'm a plumber, have no experience or fucking brain in my head. Mullen, he's the new Secretary of Homelands. What's that? Whole lot of fun cabinet head, Christy Wiles or whatever. I don't know her name. I always think it's Christy Alley, but that's not it. Who else is the secretary? Oh, Scott Bessent. They got the token gay guy in there, Scott Bessent, who complained about selling his little fucking pink home like it was a goddamn John Cougar Mellencamp song. Even though his little pink home was like a $21 million thing, and he sold it under Trump, not Biden. Just if you've heard that. So Scott Bessent, this couch fucker, Pete Cogsbreath, Christy Wiles, Mark Wayne Mullen. Who else? Who are the other secretaries? Anybody know? Any other secretaries? You might know a secretary under Trump. Anyways, Bessent. So to all my YouTube friends and to all the politicians out there, there's no 25th. There's not going to be a 25th. JD Vance is not going to fucking opt to oust this guy. Not only does he fucking shirk responsibility, but he doesn't fucking do what he wants to do. If you can't see in this photo, he has Peter Thiel's hand far up his ass. I mean, it's unhealthy. You know what I mean? And this is not a colon check. This is not a cancer screening. Peter Thiel just has his hand way far up. If you've ever seen, I love Jim Henson, right? Brilliant mind, lost too soon. All hail, Comrade Henson. If you've ever seen Jim Henson when they were doing the Muppets, and you're like, oh, that's pretty deep up there, and the Muppet comes down to here, and you're like, whew. That's what's going on with him and Peter Thiel. Now we don't have proof because we don't see the backside, but if they show the proof, we'll relent on that theory. But until then, I'm pretty sure he's got Peter Thiel's hand all the way up his ass. But here is the guy who you've heard YouTubers and politicians say, 25th Amendment now. Oh, really? So you think this guy, who's desperately fucking in a foreign country, being a foreign fucking asset for foreign adversaries, trying to promote Viktor Orban, and this is what he does?
Phone call.
Hold on, let me rewind it.
I actually had a special guest that asked that I give him a phone call, and we'll see. Let's hope he actually answers.
He's trying to call Donald Trump. Now I know some of you got friends where you see a phone number, you just send it right to voicemail. Listen to this shit.
It's going to be very embarrassing. All right.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Okay. Try one more time.
Direct to voicemail. I guarantee you, Donald Trump had the fucking CIA set up something where anytime JD Vance's calls, it just goes straight to voicemail. He's like, I can't stand that guy. He's always rubbing up against the couch. Is weird. Put it back on speaker.
Good signal here.
Oh yeah, that's it. Just so you know, he's not He doesn't have the phone on speaker anymore because, like he said, pretty embarrassing.
It's ringing. Progress.
He hung up. That reminds me of anybody who's old enough to remember house phones and you'd really want to feel popular, so you'd pretend you're on a call. You're like, no, I'll get off in a minute. And then the phone would start going, That meant you'd been on hang up for too long. JD Vance is pathetic. So listen, to all my comrades out there who think like the 25th Amendment is going to trigger these people to be like, you're right, we've had enough. Fucking save it, please. Save it. Nobody's coming to rescue you. These fucking goons that are all profiting off this at the same time. Oh, that's the other secretary. Who's now, remember Pam Blondie got kicked out, so who's acting fucking head of the DOJ would be another cabinet member. It's this fucking tool. You know him from his criminal defense of Donald Trump, where they lost and Donald got 34 felonies and still walks the streets. But here is this dude explaining the game plan to you. If you think like he's going to bow out now and vote against Trump to 25th Amendment him, you're nuts. Like, you're not well in the head. You think the American system works? You think it's structured to like represent the people? You think that like there's some kind of fucking mechanism at play that like as soon as a president starts tweeting praise be to Allah, wipe out a civilization, like the mechanism clicks in and everyone's like, all right, we gotta get him out. It's like, no, these people are on the fucking news today saying shit like this. This is Todd Blanche, one of the guys that would have to go along with a vote to oust Donald Trump. I'm going to play 2 clips of him. The second one is so funny. I've never heard butt kissing so royally.
We have thousands of ongoing investigations and prosecutions going on in this country right now. And it is true that some of them involve men, women, and entities that the president in the past has had issues with and that believe should be investigated.
You heard that, right? That's criminal language. We're run by a fucking a Timu mafia. This is Donald Trump's criminal attorney, head of the DOJ interim, so acting bitch secretary of the cops, and he's saying, "Oh, we're gonna be going after people that Donald Trump just feels like we should." It's not how. This is why I keep trying to tell people like, there's no laws in America. This is what your top cop is saying.
It is true that some of them involve men, women, and entities that the president in the past has had issues with.
There are no laws in this country. The top cop, let me play this from the beginning so you understand that this guy's not going to 25th Amendment him. This guy's telling you the exact opposite. We're going to use our power and might to go after people that Donald Trump didn't like before. There are no laws in this country unless you're in the working class.
We have thousands of
ongoing
investigations and prosecutions going on in this country right now. And it is true that some of them involve men, women, and entities that the president in the past has had issues with and that believe should be investigated.
Why? Did they commit a crime or did they hurt his feelings? Or is hurting his feelings a crime now? You understand, right? This is the top cop in the country saying the president's feelings were hurt and he wants to use this fucking power for his ego. And that's it. And probably to get some bribery things. He's real big into bribes. Just ask Qatar.
That is his right. And indeed,
that is not this. I'm so sorry. Again, this is stupid moron Todd Blanche. I feel like that's the only appropriate way to address him. That is not the president's right. The president doesn't have a right to be like, I had some issues with them before. We'll just investigate them. You understand there's no laws in this country unless you're fucking poor. You understand that, right? We all on the same page? Cool. Go ahead, Todd. I can't wait for this next clip, so fucking wrap it up.
indeed, it is his duty to do that, meaning to lead this country. And so I do not view that.
He's saying to lead this country, we need to bully people with the fucking Department of Injustice. That's what he just said. He said it's his duty. As the president is a very sensitive boy. He needs all the attention all the time. And it's his duty to, go after people who he had some fucking kerfuffles with. Old Kerfuffle Bunny. Great book. Read it to your kids.
this as pressure. I do not view this as something that is going to keep me up at night, except to make sure that we
No, I hope the fucking videos and files and photos from the Epstein files, I hope that's what keeps you up at night. I hope you sleep in drenching sweat and you wake up every fucking 3 minutes until your days are done here because you are the fucking scum of the earth.
we are investigating every case that we have to the fullest extent of the law and using all the resources we can.
Remember, this was the guy who I played the clip for you, who's like, hey, man, it's not a crime to party with Jeff Epstein. We will not be investigating them. And even Fox News. Laura, I probably was in those photos in the 50s being racist in the background of little kids just wanting to go to school. Ingraham, ingrown hair, whatever her name is. Like, even she was like, really, not a crime to party with Epstein. I'm pretty sure all of his parties were crimes. That's like saying, like, it's not a crime to be Diddy's lube guy. You know what I mean? Like, technically, you're an accomplice at that point. This is who this is. This is the guy who said not a crime to party with Epstein, and now he's full bore going, Donald Trump has some fucking personal vendettas, and it is his duty as president to use the Department of Justice not to investigate the pedos at top, but to go after people that hurt Donnie's feelings. That's what the top cops. There are no laws in this country. I'm sorry if you fucking feel protected or safe or white, and you're like, oh man, I'm good. I'm from Oklahoma and I'm a fat white person. It's like, dude, just wait. Your number's getting called. Just wait.
And when you talk about weaponization, and it's
No. That's what you're explaining.
become a word that is supposedly that when we talk about ending weaponization, as if that's a bad thing for us to do. We have thousands.
This motherfucker, man. God damn it. What was that Slayer song, Pantera song, 5 Minutes Alone? Remember that one? I want to play that right now. Everybody in America should be upset about that. That, again, the head cop, who's a temp, this dickhole's a temp. He's not even the fucking full-time guy. He's a dickhole. I mean, temp, sorry. When I see this guy's butthole puckering right there, I'm guessing that is butthole, right? That's got to be a butthole. Pretty sure that is. That's his face? Oh, Jesus. Oh, your mom didn't like you, did she? When I hear this guy saying that, if every American, here's the thing. If you're an American, you feel like, oh, that doesn't affect me. Ooh, shame on you for being that dumb. And shame on America for not educating you better. Okay? That's what I stand for. Better education. Too many simpletons in America. Just give me a beer and a football and a tractor. Fuck you. Anyways, this is Todd Blanche. Remember, when you hear these YouTubers and these politicians all getting on TV and crying 25th Amendment, they would need this guy's approval, Scott Bessent's approval, Hog Kegsbreath's approval, JD Couchfucker Vance. He would need to initiate the whole thing. We need Mark Wayne Mullen. Sounds like a fucking Green River killer. We would need all of them to conspire against Donald Trump. All the people profiting right now, probably off of Polymarket, making hundreds of trillions of gazillions of dollars. We would need all those people to say, oh, this money isn't worth it because because Donald said fuck on Easter. Like for all the people who are like outraged, like, who is the fucking dude I watched today? Oh, Lawrence O'Donnell. I like Lawrence O'Donnell, but he did this whole high and mighty, I'm not going to play it for you thing about like, if there was a time for the 20, he did like, the old fucking Edward Murrow. He should have been smoking a cigarette. Goddamn. He should have been. If there was a time for the 25th Amendment, it would have been yesterday at 8:03. Back to you, Thelma and Louise. Like he did this fucking whole like, I don't know. What do you think? He was triggering fucking JD Vance to be like, God damn it, I'm glad I'm listening to Edward R. Murrow. It's like, bro, they don't give a fuck. Lawrence O'Donnell, have me on your show. I promise I won't swear too much. Doesn't matter. There's no laws anymore. You could, I'm pretty sure you could just swear on TV now. CNN did it. They had to quote the president. They just say I'm quoting the president when I say cock wobble or cock womble. whatever that British slang word is. But it's like, I see these people fucking declaring the 25th, like saying it. It's like, you know what it reminds me of? I know I say this a lot. Oh, hold on. Frankenberry, are you telling somebody not to be rude? Give me a second. I'll back you up on that. Actually, we'll make only the person who they'll listen to say it.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude.
We do not tolerate rudeness here, okay? You cockwomble. Look it up. Funny British word. I love the British slang. I just want to go back to Ireland, Britain, just to visit, smell the grass. You know what I mean? Touch grass, as the kids say. Whatever. Paul was being a douche. Oh, I don't have that clip, but
Don't be rude.
well, we know why.
Educated. I love the poorly educated.
And I'll tell you, I'll even go one further. I'll say this.
He died like a dog. He died like a coward.
Hear that, Paul? It's Donald Trump talking about you. Doesn't look. Or we could just say, quiet, piggy. What were we talking about? Oh, what's up, Jessica Starr? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh yeah. Michael Scott. Oh no, somebody was talking about Michael. That's what I was thinking of. These people that like Lawrence O'Donnell and some people I really respect and love are saying 25th Amendment now. And when you hear these people like I'm not gonna name drop. I name drop Lawrence O'Donnell. He's doing fine. Don't fucking worry. But we'll just stick to Lawrence O'Donnell. When Lawrence O'Donnell, I really should have grabbed the clip. He's like, if the time for the 25th Amendment was ever. Lawrence O'Donnell, you know what will get you fucking better views? If you started ripping fucking Lucky Strikes, no filter Lucky Strikes on your thing and just had a big ashtray, a big fucking ceramic 1977 ashtray, you know? And you maybe even did it with the Hunter S. Thompson fucking cigarette holder. That's what you should do, Lawrence O'Donnell. If you want people to take you seriously, if you really want the 25th Amendment, you have to smoke cigarettes on your show. I don't give a shit if you don't smoke. Just do it. Do it in honor of Edward R. Murrow. Do it for Tom Brokaw. But when Lawrence O'Donnell is sitting there, like, telling his audience, like, if there was ever a time for the 25th Amendment, it was at 8:03 Sunday morning. You know, and he says it like that fucking triggers something, and people are like, oh yeah, the 25th. It's like, dude, you sound like an This is how I see that shit. This is why I was like, I'm not playing this. This is silly. This is silly boy time on big time TV, you know? Because I watch that and all I hear in the back of my fucking head is this. I'm going to pull this up. I should have pulled this up. God damn it. Please hit subscribe and the notification bell so I can fucking do this more professionally. That's the only way my professionalism works. If I see 1 million people subscribed, then I can do it. Michael Scott. This. So hold on. So whenever I hear people online and on TV and on the lamestream media talk about the 25th Amendment, if you've never watched The Office, the American version, not the UK version, where they're telling Michael Scott when he's in financial trouble, and they're like, oh, you should declare bankruptcy. And then Michael Scott comes out into the office where everybody's working at their cubicles and he goes,
Declare.
when I hear people going like 25th Amendment, I think of them like they're Michael Scott. Like Michael Scott did that because he didn't understand declare bankruptcy is like a fucking legal term that on paper you have to go and do shit for. So he instead, the fucking, you know, the brilliant stupidity of Michael Scott goes out and declares it to fucking his office that he declares bankruptcy and thinks that absolves him of his financial sins, right? And every time I hear somebody call for the 25th Amendment, and there's like YouTubers doing it in shorts and fucking very serious boys with suits on TV all calling for the 25th, and every time I'm like, this is what they're doing.
Declare.
Robson! It's like they're like, I declare the 25th. It's like, you fucking idiots. Do you not know how America works? Unless you got a fucking army behind you, that doesn't mean dick. Dude, I'm sorry, but this guy's not like, oh yeah, we'll do the 25th now. Like JD Vance isn't like, we should totally get him out. These people are profiting trillions, if not quadrillion duns. We haven't even come up with the new word, you know? Like they've made so much money and it's all hidden in fucking Bitcoin wallets and fucking shisty bank accounts across the globe. And it's all our tax money. You know what I mean? It's like that's where it's go. That's where the trillions of debt went, you fucking Looney Tunes. You silly gooses, you bunch of silly birds, as they said in the 70s. Um, so this whole reaction movement of like, I declare the 25th Amendment, it's like, bro, unless you have people, unless you're well organized and have a poor people's army to like enforce that shit, these people spelled it out at the beginning of their regime. They said, might makes right, law of the jungle. What that says is, unless you can back up your words, you can't do shit. This is why I'm playing these clips of the top cop saying that Donald had some issues with some of you folks earlier, and now that I'm in charge, we're opening investigations to you. And that is his duty as a very sensitive, thin-skinned boy to go after anybody who has challenged his imperial authority, you know? So I'm sorry, but this guy, let me play the next clip of him, because if you thought fucking, that was bad, listen to this shit. You think this guy's going to just pay attention. We should clip this. Clip this, send it to Lawrence O'Donnell and all your YouTube friends and everybody who says 25th Amendment. I declare 25th Amendment. And think like saying that enough times, like fucking clicking your heels 3 times is going to bring you back to Oz. I'm sorry. We're beyond there, folks. Like there's no law. It's the fucking law of the jungle, like they said. Here's Todd Blanche talking about his boss. So let me know if you think, after I play this audio of a guy who has a mouth like a butthole, if you think he's gonna flip on Donald.
I love working for President Trump. It's the greatest honor of a lifetime. And if President Trump chooses to keep me as acting, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate me, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and I go back to being the DAG, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So I don't have any goals or aspirations beyond that.
I don't think you have any goals or aspirations in life to fucking spit shine Donald's butthole, dude. Jesus HLMFAO Christ. Did you guys hear what I just heard? That's a grown adult. I know he looks like a very important toddler in a fucking 3-piece, but that's an adult man. That's a human man who just said, like, if he farts in my general direction, I'll say it was an honor. If he spits in my mouth, I will say, thank you, sir. May I have another? This is a grown man that is top cop, interim, by the way, interim fucking secretary. And this is what he said. You think, to all my fucking friends and fam out there that think the 25th Amendment's gonna save us, you think these people are turning on him? They have a humiliation fetish. You understand that? Like these people, this is probably what's locked up in the rest of the Epstein files. They're like these sick people love to humiliate themselves in front of others, especially at the podium. That's got, I'm convinced that, by the way, I got some Epstein audio of them, his niece, I don't know what her name is. Epstein niece Epstein, talking about how they worship Baal. So I'm sure that there's somewhere deep in the files in the 3.3 million that are unreleased, and this guy's breaking the law, fucking not releasing them. I'm sure there's somewhere. I just can't wait till we get them, because I'm gonna go to jmail.world and look up humiliation fetish, because I'm convinced that's what these people have. Their kink is like, just humiliate me, sir. Let me get on stage and get up to that podium and say some shit, and you flip on it in 1 second, and I will apologize as hard as I can. Listen to the top cop in the country spit shine Donald Trump's hoo-hoo.
I love working for President Trump. It's the greatest honor of a lifetime.
This is North Korea type shit. You understand that, right? This is the North Korean fucking straight out of the playbook. Oh, the all supreme leader is the greatest. I love him. Oh, if he fired me, I'd love him even more.
And if President Trump chooses to keep me as acting, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate me, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and I go back to being the DAG, that's an honor.
If he queefs in my general direction, I consider it an honor. I say, thank you for the tuna spray, sir. May I have another?
If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So
I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. This is the only weaponry we have left, folks. When a grown man gets on fucking camera and says if he nominates somebody else, if he picks somebody else over me, I will say, thank you very much. I love you.
asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir.
Oh fuck. Do you have ears? Do you have ears? Did you hear what the top cop of the country said? I feel like if I sneezed, this dude would fall the fuck over. Dude, I didn't know how you could live that long without a spine. This is a living miracle. What you see here is a man surviving, I'm guessing 89 years without a spine. Truly, Guinness. Maybe I'll call Guinness World Book of Records later and be like, I have a tip. There's a man named Todd Blanche who's been living his whole life without a spine. If he nominates somebody else, I will say, thank you, sir. I love you.
To being the DAG, that's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So
Come on, guys. I know there's like, what time is it? 8:11. Did the world end yet? I knew that it wasn't going to happen. You know, some bullshit deal. 2 more weeks. We're just a dangerous level of 2 weeks away. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's more of that. And there's some serious stuff going on in the world. But really, our greatest weapon is like these people are an embarrassment, not only to themselves, but to their family name. Like, may generations of the Blanches. I never even thought about that. His last name is Blanche. This dude is blanched. Holy shit, he's like a chicken blanched. But may for generations this despicable scum of the earth that has somehow managed to find its way onto land and into positions of powers, whatever it is, evil of two lessers. You know what I'm talking about. May we always fucking mock and laugh them. If I get asked again, take this with you. Take this golden gem and share this with the world.
somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So
Thank you very much. I love you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I will leave right now. I just needed to say thank you. I love you. I'm out of here. What fucking pathetic chodes. If he
go do something else, I will say, thank you very much. I love you, sir. So
And the funniest thing is like this kink fetish of humiliation that these people have, like you saw Pam Blondie with it, Scott Bassett, Hogg's Keg Breath, they all have the same kink. It's a humiliation fetish. They don't like to dress up, you know. They don't want to be fucking SBDM, LMNOP. No, these people are like, get me in front of a camera, get me nice dressed, and let me just embarrass myself. Let me just say, if he told me to get the fuck out of his face, I'd say, thank you, sir. I love you. And part of the kink fetish for these absolute sycophants for the president, not my president, by the way. Remember when they used to say that about Joe Biden? It's so funny. And now they get upset. He is your president. Fuck you. I operate outside of the bounds of fucking time and space and the continuums. Go ask Neil deGrasse Tyson, or whatever his name is. He related to Mike Tyson? No, can't be. Can't be. Maybe he's alternate dimension Mike Tyson. You know, I believe that. Anyways, what were we talking about? These fucking twats. Oh my god. This is so fun. This is so good. I know we're all here. Hold on. I understand that meat, a pound of beef in America is now more than the minimum wage. So I try to equate this to you guys. I've been doing this for a long time because I've been fighting these Big Mac index fucking tards for so long. Where they're like, if we pay people more, Big Mac's gonna cost a lot. It's like, you fucking idiots. A pound of beef now costs more than the minimum wage. And this isn't me bringing you this news. This is Fox News. I'm not even showing you a picture. It's Fox News. It's like Lou fucking Dobbs. They should just call it this channel with no spines. Here they are.
This is interesting, Scott. A pound of beef is now more expensive than the minimum wage, so I'm told. What does that say about the economy?
Oh, we're fucked. That's what it says. I'll take it from here, you bunch of queefs. We don't need to hear any more from you. That's Fox News reporting that a pound of beef, I don't know if you've even seen meat in America, if it's at your stores or you're even allowed, if you even have the fucking, what's it called? The income status. If you're even in that tax bracket to go to the meat aisle now, but it's obscene. Obscene to buy a pound of beef. And just so you know, the federal minimum wage here in America is $7.25. It has not been moved since 2009. My mother was protesting that before she fucking passed away. And meanwhile, your Congress, not my Congress, I operate outside of the means of time and space and the continuum. I go out under the full moon and do a seance with my tatties out. I gotta call my sister. But while they've kept, and I say they, the Epstein elites, the elite class in America, while they in Congress and their business cohorts and their puppet masters like Peter Palantir and Alex Karp and Alex Jones, or what's the other one? Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos, all those, authoritarians who have no political leanings. At the end of the day, businesses need what again? They need to meet Wall Street's expectations. Thank you, crowd. And what is that? Oh, it's just more money for them. That's right. That's right. So businesses don't exist because they're your friend. They don't want to fucking care what you fucking do. They'll poison you for all they care. Just go ask Johnson & Johnson's baby powder. You ever hear about that? They just operate for money. That's it. So they don't lean any political way. They saw a tyrant. They were like, oh, that's going to be great for business. Holy shit. Is he going to let us do what we want? So they all side with whatever power vacuum is fucking installed. But the thing is while the political elites were watching us starve and not moving the minimum wage since 2009, they gave themselves two that I can count of cost of living increases. That's right. Congress, at the same time they said you should stop eating food, just skip more meals and live off that 725, they said we can't afford to live off 120 something thousand. And they said we need our cost of living raises. And they did that for themselves twice. If you fucking think anything in this country is fucking not structured against you, then wake the fuck up. You know, I don't know if I can get smelling salts. Do we have smell-o-vision yet here on YouTube? No, not yet. Okay. Okay. We'll work on that. We'll work, guys in tech. Could you work on that, please? I'm pretty sure scratch and sniff stickers promised that like 5,000 years ago. But that is Fox News saying, oh, a pound of beef is now more than what people make. What does that say for the economy? I'll tell you what it says. We're fucking starving, Lou. I could tell by the way that suit fits you. You're not, but we fucking are. We're hungry out here, man. And as soon as enough people get hungry, guess what? We're going to have a cookout. I'll let the comments tell you what we're eating because I know my people.
This is interesting, Scott. A pound of beef is now more expensive than the minimum wage, so I'm told. What does that say about the economy?
I love how they're like pondering. What does that say about the economy? This guy dressed in, I can only guess, is a cowhide, and Lou Dobbs, who's clearly wearing like a fucking $1 billion suit, sitting in studios pondering, what does that really say if people have to work over an hour to afford beef? I guess we'll never figure it out. We'll have an economist on. It's like, you know what that spells out? People are fucking starving, man. Absolute starving. And if you thought fucking, where's my other thing? If you thought these motherfuckers were here to help you, here's your dental care. This is some audio about fucking Delta Dental, which I'm guessing most of you have had to experience because there's only Delta and like MetLife. There's like 4 fucking dental providers. It doesn't even matter who you pick. It's just which AI machine do you want to deny you. And this is let me pull up the audio. I mean the photo. Is it a photo? Is that what we're calling these now? Photos, I guess we would address them as. Did I even take a photo of it? Did I not take a photo of it? Maybe I didn't take a photo of it. You know what? You don't need to deal with that. We'll just put this up. That's Trump's former spiritual advisor being released from jail after serving only 6 months for molesting a 12-year-old girl. Only 6 months. This system's structured against you folks, and I'm going to get you to see it whether you like it or not. I'm going to drag that horse to water and dunk his fucking head in it. Because nothing else is working, man. This is a lady at some bullshit TED Talks. I don't know. Anybody can do TED Talks now. You know, I'm pretty sure I could just do one if I had the screen behind me. You know, hey, welcome to my TED Talk. All the rich people want you dead, and they're going to starve you into it. They're going to do it slow. You know, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Here's a lady talking about insurance is not insurance. That's the t-shirt she's wearing. That's the wrong t-shirt, bitch. You should have had me as your marketing dude. It said insurance are fucking a criminal enterprise, and we should all want Luigi freed and then give him 5,000 presidential pardons. That's long for a shirt. Maybe I shouldn't work for you.
Delta Dental is considered a nonprofit, and
Delta Dental, by the way, which if you even can afford luxury bones, if you pay Delta Dental, they're considered a nonprofit. Are you ready for? You're not ready for this. You are not ready for this.
such, you can view their taxes online. So I got curious. In their 2014 filing, the IRS requests for the organization's top accomplishments. Delta Dental reported that over 95% of claims, electronic, online, and paper, were processed without any manual intervention. That means when your care is denied,
I know that's big TED Talk. TEDx Makatawa. Is that a real word? That's where we're at. I know that's big talk when she says with no, what does she say? No something intervention.
without any manual intervention.
Manual intervention. God damn, I hate when these people church this shit up. She's like, I'm gonna be on TED Talk. Chat GPT, can you thesaurus this? Just fucking speak to the people, man. God damn, drop an F-bomb, get their attention, and say, guess what? People didn't do any of this because people have hearts and AI has no soul. So the company figured out that people were allowing people to have their dental work done, and they figured robots don't have teeth and will deny everyone. Okay, did that clarify it for you? Because this bitch is trying to church up her whole thing, and you don't. You're already at TED Talks. You know, crack open the fucking belt. You know, let the fucking lady slip out and just fucking throw your feet up, honey. You made it. You made it. You're at TED Talks Makatawa. I don't even know what that is. Is that a Canadian thing? That can't be because she's talking about American healthcare. Maybe this is an off-brand TED Talks. I think they ordered this set from Temu. But anyways, I hate when they're like, let me talk over everyone. No, you dumb bitch. Get your message out and fucking speak to the people. Say, guess what? The robots are deciding if you should have teeth. You know what I mean? That's what she's saying right here. If you don't, I speak corporateese. I speak C-suite. C-suite is just a fucking stupid fucking verb for like corporates, you know, because they're in a suite. And it's not S-W-E-E-T. It's S-U-I-E-T-E, whatever. C-suite. And I speak that shit because I had to live in that fucking land forever. And you don't get to say stuff like, fuck you, dude. You really care about your employees? Then stop paying us starvation wages, you know? And then once I started saying that, they said, ooh, don't let him back in. Do not let him back in. So I'm here with you, teaching you how to fight the power. But yeah, like, you know, this lady who's giving a good TEDx Makatawa talk, really needs like a personality, a vibe coach. That's what I am. I'm your official vibe coach. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. My name is Rob. I am ordained by Jesus Christ, here to vanquish the heathens and help people just, you know, speak to the people.
reported that over 95% of claims, electronic, online, and paper, were processed without any manual intervention.
Manual intervention. Bitch, you're losing us. Come on.
That means when your care is denied, there is less than 1 in 10 chance a human reviewed it.
God. Oh, man. If you didn't catch that, she says there's a less than 1 in 10 chance a human reviewed it. Now, that is on purpose. Again, that is on purpose. These health insurance criminals, these are criminals. Their weapon is AI to deny you the care that you paid into the system for. And these are criminals. They're doing this for money. They're extorting your fucking life source for money and denying you what is owed to you. In any other fucking timeline, this would be considered criminal and we would erect a gallows. Just that simple. Any other timeline. But here in America, they're having fucking TED Talks where this bitch fucking thesaurus the whole thing. And she's trying to explain to people that like AI is doing this because the humans were allowing the healthcare to be processed, the claims to go through. And the AI, once tweaked to just deny people, is doing that for them. And United Healthcare like admitted this. Like, this isn't my theory. You can go look this up. You all have the internet. You're on YouTube. Take a break from YouTube and go look up. Do these health insurance companies admit they're using AI denials? And you'll be woke like I am. I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's a cancer, man. It's fucking killing us all to understand. Like, it would just be so nice to be Donald Trump and as stupid as shit with dementia, so you're forgetting things every 2 minutes and just think everything focuses on you. It's so much nicer. That's why MAGA is so invested. They're like, God damn, I don't want to care about anyone.
Less than 1 in 10. And they're proud of this. That same year, Delta dished out up to a 30% pay cut on the care that doctors deliver. And for a decade, they did not raise what they pay for your dental care by a single penny. Meanwhile, their CEO's salary skyrocketed. She went from $4.5 to $15 million a year. From 2014 to 2018, she made off with almost $48 million before leaving her position. That's $1 million a month. Must be nice. And she's not even a clinician. She's a CPA. You don't have to be an accountant to do the math. Doctor pay cuts, stagnant reimbursements, they were never about saving patients money on premiums.
These are criminal enterprises operating under the authority of this Russian dictator. Any other human would be irate at what's happening right now. So hide the gallows I already built? No. Put them right at the end of your driveway. Julian Fry, what's up? They need those humans to dissuade you from pursuing the matter when you call. Oh, and they will be gone soon. As soon as the large language models can figure out how to fucking manipulate people into thinking they don't have a claim, or just fucking battering ram them into oblivion by putting them on hold and looking for a robot manager. That's what I kind of can't wait for. You know, I can't wait till the robot bureaucracy, which will just fucking get things all stagnant and fucking drain our natural resources. But I'm kind of looking to that, you know, where like you call one AI and he's like, hold on, let me put my boss on the phone. And you're like, oh, god damn. And then they play the waiting music. And he's like, okay, my boss, Steve, is coming here right now. And then you hear him like, bloop. And he's like, I am Steve. And they're like, let me forward your matter. And you're like, oh, fucking Christ, I'm not doing this anymore. And you give up, you know? I'm just looking forward to that kind of robot bureaucracy. Oh, man. This is something, you know? I don't know what it is, but it's something. It's something. We're doing something. I'm waiting for robot dentist. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Chaz Smith, 1685, says, I love the pedo in charge. I worship him and I have a poster of him over my bed. I'm so grateful he's not releasing the rest of the Epstein files, because I never want to see him go to prison for his heinous crimes against humanity and children. Interesting, Chas. Interesting take. Wherefore art thou, Bay? What's up? Oh, JFK, only president not to kiss a Roman fort. Did you spell that wrong? Was it Roman fart? That's the other one. That's the other secretary. When people talk about the 25th Amendment to get this Russian dictator out, RFKJ would have to be another one who would go along with it. You think any of these people are going to get rid of the guy who put them in their positions and is making all of them obscenely rich while they tell you to drink like warm raw milk, and they're like, those idiots, we have ice cream machines paid for by them. Okay. Oh, thank you, Smoking Blondie. Treat that like button as you would a Twatsy's face and hit it. Yeah, let's get some likes. Get some like. What do you hate America? Hit the like button if you hate America. Wait. What do you hate America? Well, yeah, I guess hit it if you love it or if you hate it. What do you hate America? Only people who hate America don't hit the like button. What do you love America? God, only people who hate America hit the like button. Is that how YouTube works? I'm pretty sure that's like the Mr. Beast take. That's the Donald Trump. I speak out of both sides of my mouth. What do you hate YouTube? God, you better hit that like button or you hate YouTube. What do you love YouTube? You better hit that like button or you probably love YouTube. Filthy YouTube lover. What are you, goddamn Todd Blanche? What are you, from the Golden Girls?
That's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say thank you very much. I love you, sir. So
See? You're going to be like that if you don't hit the like button. I should do that more. Gaslighting. Yeah, that's all it is. Just got to do gaslighting. Paul says, I love the pedo in charge. He could queef in my mouth and I'd tell him, thank you. I love you too, sir. Interesting take, Paul. Taco Trump. Hey, the Golden Girls was a national treasure. Yeah, what was it? Oh, her name was just Blanche, right? Her name was just Blanche. So ceasefire doesn't open the straits. So much drama. Well, what'd you expect? You elect everybody that voted for this dude. Got a reality TV show. He's bringing you fucking a reality TV show. That's all this is. That's all this is. This guy doesn't have a fucking vertebrae in his body. You know, he is one of the lizard people. No, lizards have vertebrae. He is one of the slugs. But hold on, I wanted to play this because this is more. This is when you know like shit's crazy because Fox News is covering the human shield. This is Fox News covering the human shield when Donald Trump fucking acts like a bully. These women stood up to. I mean, this is remarkable.
The human chains that are now being formed in front of several power plants in Iran. These are the women, mostly women and young children, that you can see in front of one of those power.
Hey, MAGA, how's it feel to get cucked by the women and children of Iran? You know, you're not running to enlist, are you? Huh, Rob Schneider? All these women and children have more cojones than you do, Rob Schneider, Kid Rock. All you MAGAs that aren't fucking in the army. Be all that you can be in the army. These women are going, go ahead, step to us. There's forming human change, and Fox News is reporting on it. Meanwhile, you thought you were fucking tough, driving an F-750 diesel, eating my spicy Doritos.
Plants that we've just gotten video of in the last few minutes. The White House is warning earlier this hour that the Iranian regime has until 8 p.m. Eastern to meet the moment and make a deal with the United States. Only the president knows where things stand and what he will do.
That is fucking nuts. What she just said, if you missed that, she said only the guy with only the 80-year-old with dementia and a kid fetish is the one who knows what will happen.
Quote, it's important to note that much of Iran at this hour is without internet access. Iranian authorities have cut access to the web on February 28th, leaving many with limited information about this war. Reports say fewer than 1% of the Iranian population has internet access, so they may not be aware of the U.S. threats in general.
You're boring me. Shut up, lady. Here's more Fox News. This is Ro Khanna. He's a decent, you know, I kind of like Ro. He's trying to make make his words meet his actions.
You believe that it was not insulting and in violation of everything we believe in to threaten to wipe out 91 million Americans? Would Ronald Reagan have ever done that? Would any other American president have ever threatened to wipe out 91 million people? I don't think Reagan did that at the height of the Cold War. We were fighting Nazism.
What I'm looking at is
no, but answer that question, Martha. Would FDR have said, let's just wipe out the German people?
I can easily answer your question. I mean, we know who tried to actually wipe out entire populations in World War II.
Yes.
We know the kind of backbone and spine that it took on the part of the United States of America to end those tyrannies.
You could say that was Antifa. You know how Donald Trump declared Antifa an enemy of the state? What she's referencing is the Americans in World War II fighting fascism. I mean, it's almost exhausting trying to fucking follow these people in the circles they're walking.
What I'm seeing is
Donald Trump has no morality.
I think you have to. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that people haven't, you know, that you don't get how the language works.
I get it if he's a real estate dealer. I don't get it when you're president of the United States with the inheritance of.
God damn. This is where I wish I could be a coach for some of these people. I wish Ro Khanna instead of trying to, like, here's the thing. Here's why, like, most of these nerds that come in here and like debate me, or they're in my comments like, you wouldn't even debate me. And it's like, yeah, because I don't fucking debate moron. You know, like I wouldn't debate fucking a 6-year-old. You know, like that's not fair. Like, why do I spend my time doing that? You think I'm gonna gain anything from that? No, you have a world of knowledge to gain from me, and I have nothing to gain from you. You know, the people who are like, tell me how Charlie Kirk was racist. Or the guy who came in here when I showed this picture, he was like, what about whiteface? It's like, there's no, you don't argue with that, you know? I should have had my t-shirt on. I don't argue with people that John Brown would have shot. Like, there's no debate there. There's no seriousness there. You know, so like when he's on Fox News, he has to understand this is a fucking WWE entertainment channel. So when she says stupid shit like this,
Surprised actually that people haven't, that you don't get how the language works.
he's about to jump down her throat, and that is the wrong move.
If he's a real estate dealer,
No, no. You go, how does it work? Teach me, you know? So the people with all the answers, you let them keep fucking spinning the web they're doing. Oh, why don't you teach me how it works? And then you cite some shit where, you know, Obama wore a gray suit, and you're like, you don't understand how clothing works, you dumb bitch. And I'm shocked you wearing that suit in here after Easter Sunday. You gotta meet. Remember Michelle Obama? And she said, when they go low, you go and get high. She never finished that quote. It was then you fucking get lower than them. See how low they'll go. You play the stupid game. Like Mark Twain said, you don't want to fucking argue with idiots because they'll drag you down to their level and they'll fucking beat you with experience. You gotta take that mentality and run with it. You know, this is the stuff that I don't understand why he's trying to entertain a serious conversation with a very serious, unserious fucking human. You know, like she just said, you don't understand how the language works. If anybody in their right fucking mind said that to me, I'm like, well, teach me. That's natural instinct. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I've been only using it for this many years. Go ahead and teach me. And let them fucking back up their shit. This is again why, like, I can't debate these morons, because when somebody says like, well, what about whiteface, it's like, I don't know, go learn some history, and then, you know, we can start off at not a fucking morons question. I don't know. Excuse me, sure, your racism is showing, you want to tuck that back in. This is where, like, the media does you no fucking service when they treat these people seriously. You need to go on and fucking mock the shit out of them. That's the only appropriate way to. Why is my article skipping around? That's the only appropriate way to deal with fucking people who are mocking the fucking language. That's what she's doing right there. You don't understand how language works. Oh, no, tell me. Tell me. Oh, that was the clip I was going to pull up. Hold on. Hold on. I forgot to pull this up. No, no. Oh, come on. Is there not? Is there not a clip? That's why I can't find it. Because it's going to be on a song. Yep. I can't play it. I can't play it. I'm sorry. Last time I played. Oh, maybe this is it. Hold on. Motherfucker. Thank you. Thank you, DMX. I always cite from the good book, the book of DMX, where he says stuff like this. Motherfucker. So you can say whatever you want. I don't know if you know this. Like, you could just say words. Unicorn fart. Tortilla tortoise. You could say whatever word, like, you could just say a bunch of words. It doesn't mean that's what you are or you care about that. You know what I mean? So you have to have some kind of values and fucking action behind that and all this stuff. So it's funny when Ro Khanna goes on to a network that clearly fucking just drifts in whatever way they think Trump's fucking odor is going, and he treats them like they're serious people. This is poison to your fucking mind. If anybody ever said, you don't know how the language works, I go, enlighten me. Enlighten me, you blonde bimbo. Did you do that for Donald? Go ahead. Tell me about that in your butterscotch suit. Go ahead, lady. Give me a whole lesson on how the language works. You know, treat them like the fucking 6-year-old they're acting like. Oh, I don't know, do I? Hold on, my cat keeps meowing. Come on. Come on, I heard you. Come on. Yeah. I know, I heard you. I heard you. I'm home. No, get out of my seat. Get out of my seat. You don't get to sit in my seat. That's my seat. About the Larry guy. Oh, no, I can't. I'm on my phone. I gotta call her. I'll call her later. Oh, what's up, White Dove Sam? What's up? What's up? All right, I want to go through. Oh, did you see this? I don't have any audio. I don't think it's worth playing the breath of these people, but you know, if you want to know where the oxygen's being wasted, here it is. Here it absolutely is. Everybody on that fucking panel, hold your breath. What else do we got? What is this? Oh yeah. That's when JD Vance was calling the president and didn't pick up. We're gonna get to that. Okay, here we go. If you're wondering, I don't check credit scores, I don't believe in them. But you know, if you at home are playing along with the American empire and you know have a credit score because you think it, I don't know, means something. They were just made up in the 80s. But if you're still playing along with the criminals at the top, this is interesting. Nationwide decline in credit scores. I was reading. I should always take pictures of the Reddit comments because on Reddit, please don't kitty, please don't kitty, please don't kitty kitty kitty. Oh my god. Okay. But the comments on Reddits were saying like, "Hey, me and my wife paid off our car. We're never late. Da da da." And our credit score still dropped. Once again, showing this is a great scam where you have no recourse. I know you could go through all the paperwork and fucking you can fight shit, and if they want to drop it, they will. But there's no recourse here. This is a tyrannical empire, and they will decide what your fucking number is. But overall, this article is pretty interesting. I'll read some of it for you. God damn, this News 10 Sacramento has the most pop-ups I've ever seen in a website. Jesus. Credit scores are declining across the U.S. according to a new report from Wallet Hub, bringing concerns about debt levels and the rising cost of living. Yeah, tell us about it. The report shows credit scores dipped in all 50 states. In California alone, scores declined by 0.58%. Oh my God. Credit scores are hugely important in the United States, as Maureen Polly, a Sacramento-based financial coach and advisor. Yeah, I'm guessing a financial advisor is going to tell you credit scores are important. I'm the guy that's going to tell you it's all made up, and as soon as this collapses, you're going to fucking regret fucking worshiping them. Paley said the reasons behind the decline are tied to the same factors used to calculate credit scores. Quote, the driving factors behind the credit scores going down would really be the factors that go into calculating them. Okay, enlighten us. Payment history and the amount of debt a person carries are major parts. Notice how she says major, not all, because if tomorrow fucking whatever these credit score companies are called just decided you were not worthy, guess what? They would do it. Data also shows Americans are carrying significant credit card debt. Yes, because they're doing buy now, pay later on groceries. You're welcome. America's great. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York reports overall U.S. debt is at an all-time high, with credit card balances rising more than 5% since last year to a total of $1.28 trillion. Guess who makes money off that? It's not you and me. Month to month, people might be resorting to using credit cards and loans and other financing to get their lifestyle needs met. You mean to survive, you dumb bitch? Oh, I wish I could have interviewed her. Oh, I wish I could have interviewed her. Maybe it's better I stay away from people. Maybe it's better I do this alone. I feel like, what do you mean by lifestyle needs? Do you mean that the price of beef is more expensive than minimum wage per hour? So people have to work multiple hours to buy some beef? And instead they're doing buy now, pay later. Would you say that affects people's credit scores? Okay, Maureen. Credit scores matter because they show lenders how credit worthy you are. Someone is and someone can affect. Just so you know, lenders gave Donald Trump like trillions, and that guy crashed casinos. So if you think this is like a way they're really gauging your credit worthiness, it's a joke. Okay, I don't even need to read the rest of this shit. I'll just show you this. Modern FICO credit scores were introduced in 1989. Some of us are older than the fucking credit scores. Okay, you can read the whole goddamn history, but it didn't kick into play until 89. I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that when you're fucking like, oh, I can't own a home, so I pay more in rent because some fucking trifecta of corporations don't want me to. They say I can't afford it because a silly number on the web says I can't afford a house. I can only afford rent for the rest of my life. I wonder who benefits off that. Hmm. Hmm. Follow the money, folks. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's certain things that I'm like, huh, interesting. I could have told you all this that we need to vote because egg is expensive, but I guess everybody's credit score in America dipping overnight might be a telltale sign that we're fucked. Here's another great story. Target puts customers on the hook for AI shopping assistant errors. Notice that. Notice that. Notice that. I love to reference how Jeff Bezos and Amazon went to court to fight a lady who was like, I own Show Puppies season 4. And she was like, and it disappeared. I bought it from Amazon. And Amazon's company literally went to court. I brought this up whenever it happened, a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. It's all blur. And they went to court and said, we believe that the consumer understood their definition of the word buy meant to buy the license. And as long as we own the license, they would own the media. And if we lost the license, they were only buying the license as long as we had it. This is literally, I read the fucking court transcripts for you. You can look it up. And this is just par for the course. So here I am, future me, 2 years later, telling you that now Target says if AI shopping assistant puts a fucking $1,000 TV in your cart and you purchase it on accident, oh well. Oh well. The terms say, who made up the terms? Oh, Target did? Oh, really? Maybe they had AI write it, and AI was like, hey man, if I throw a couple extra things in the cart, who gives a fuck? What are the people gonna do? What are they gonna complain to the government? That's decimated. What are they gonna plead for Donald Trump's help on fucking Facebook like we've seen all those pathetic maggots? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Does anybody else see what I'm trying to lay down for everybody? Like, bro, this is the road we're hoeing. We could at any time say, I refuse. I refuse this shit. But until we all collectively do that, all 99% of us, we're going to need everybody on board. And we're still working on some people. Joe Rogan's got a lot to learn. I hate to say it, but for a 70-year-old man, boy, is he stupid. And until he stops polluting the minds of the youth and whoever's watching him, the bots, we're fucked. And the thing is don't trust nobody who's way, way, way out of your tax bracket because they don't care. They're like, oh, my AI shopping assistant bought me a porcelain fucking elephant that is a statue that goes out front of my house for $2 billion. Oh well. Oh well. Who gives a fuck? But for you and I, they're like, oh god damn, the AI assistant put 2 dozen eggs in there. Now I have to buy now, pay later for the next 16 months. You know what I mean? And who are you going to complain to? What are you going to call Target? They're going to be like, hey, you agreed to the terms, and you're like, this is the only way to access the app. I can't use the app unless I agree to the terms. You see how this is all structured? Do you get what I'm laying down now? By the way, if you think the price of beef is expensive, look at this shit. Price of blueberries rose 44%. Price of nectarines 36%. Grapes 32%. Raspberries 27%. So when they tell you like, oh, inflation is pretty stagnant, it's not even a thing anymore. I don't know what to tell you if you believe that. I really don't. I just want to ask you, did you brush your hair with the tack hammer this morning? My Christ, man. My Christ. What else do we got to get to? Oh, look at this. Hey, I got some good news for you. I wasn't gonna fucking not do some good news. The Trump Truth Store abruptly. Oh man, I gotta take some more Joe Rogan Alpha Boy pills. I can't form a sentence. I love how Joe Rogan just last week was telling Bobby Lee and all the viral clips. He's like, I take about 6 of these, gobble, 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 gobble. It helps my memory. And then he was caught lying about where he was when Charlie Clan got murked. It's like, oh, looks like them pills aren't working, Joe. Or just drink the whole bottle, Joe. See what happens. Trump Truth Store abruptly shutters as demand hits the floor. It all started with the war. Don't you just love to see it? Oh, man. And I'm not going to read too much of the article, but, oh, where the fuck is it? All right, maybe I didn't even. Did I take another picture of it? Oh yeah. Lisa Fleshman, Lisa Fleshlight announced that the store would remain shuttered in a Facebook post. I'm not even making half of my rent anymore. It's still funny to me that people who rent for a living voted for Donald Trump. Like, you should at least be a homeowner to fucking lose your mortgage, you know? Come on, man. Come on, man. You're never gonna buy a home with credit scores now. This is absolutely amazing to see, you know, because clearly we're in the great American empire right now. We're in the Gilded Age. And you would think the Trump fucking truth store, the Trump truth store, you would think the Trump truth store, out of all things, would have survived this horrible depression we're in. But I'm sorry to say, you're not going to be able to buy your, I don't know, tinfoil fucking hat with a pervert's name written on it. You know, I'm very sorry to say that if you were a fan of the Epstein files and that birthday card that Donald sent to Jeff, you're not going to get a hat with that signature on it. Because she's not even making half her rent. Oh, why don't you stop eating avocado toast, lady? You know, why don't you do van life? Why don't you do tent life, lady? Huh? Trump Truth Store lady? Kim Fleshman, whatever her name is. Lisa Fleshlight. Sorry, Lisa Fleshlight. She shuddered the truth, and we never thought we'd see the day. My God, my God. Oh, what's up, Dusty? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm guessing this didn't happen. I'm guessing those are real eyebrows. We'll never know. I just want to meet him and go, Bink. I just want to see, man. This can't be real. You know? Alex Jones pleading for the 25th. Again, this is hilarious. This is political theater. I'm not playing the audio clip. I know all the YouTubers are playing the clips today. I'm not doing it. I refuse to, because to invoke the 25th means JD Vance, RFKJ, Scott Besson, Chris Hogpiss, Mark Wayne Plummer, Todd Blanche, all those people would have to agree to 25th Amendment Trump. So it's fucking hilarious that these people that helped get him there are now like, now we need him out. It's like, yeah, well, you did the thing, man. So now you're just going to have the fucking emotional day you voted for. And the pathetic thing is like all these 25th Amendment people, I'm sure it's viral. You know, they're all getting money off this shit. Good God, man. What's up, Solus? I left a bit ago, but I'm back. And I'm still here. Well, damn, I was born in 89. I'll only own a home after the bombs. So we think. Probably not. Who are the two human toes on the screen? Those those are actually, if you've ever seen The Island of Dr. Moreau, where Val Kilmer was helping experiments with, I think, Peter Thiel. I forget who was in that movie. To make human animals. This is the island of Dr. Toro, where they were out on an island and Jeff Epstein was trying to engineer human towheads. And that's what you see. It's amazing the diversity that you get on these right-wing shows. It truly is. It truly is. I mean, what is that? A fucking German toe and an Irish toe? What the fuck is this? Shelve it. Brothers and sisters. Mr. Radio. So I take it you don't like Trump? No, I hate fascism, fascist pedophiles. You like them? Okay, weird. This might not be the place for you. Let's just say that. What's up, Cage? Beard growing nicely. Got a trim at the barber this week. Are you talking about you or me? I'm just not shaving. I don't have time to shave. Jesus Christ. Do you know what's going on in the world? I don't have time for that. We're all working 14 jobs to eat one pound of beef. If you missed it, Dusty, on Fox News, this is what they had an economist market check segment.
This is interesting, Scott. A pound of beef is now more expensive than the minimum wage, so I'm told.
I love how he's giggling about that. Like, bro, there's people out there making minimum wage who are like, we're fucked. Blueberries went up 44%. We're pretty much starving. And he's like, what does that say about the economy, fat man?
What does that say about the economy?
We're fucked. That's what it said. Like, you really got to have a whole segment on this? What, you got nothing to do? What is this, Fox News? Why aren't you covering the fucking I'm going to eradicate a civilization tweet? Why don't you do that? Okay? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because people like Todd, this is the whole motto of MAGA.
So then I go back to being the DAG. That's an honor. If he chooses to nominate somebody else and asks me to go do something else, I will say thank you very much. I love you, sir. So anything else, I will say thank you very much. I love you, sir. So I don't have.
Oh my God. Somebody called the world record book. This guy's been living fucking 72 years without a spine. I don't know how old he is. I don't think evil ages. So he might be like 500. I don't know. What's up, Jacob? Good to see you, man. Um, 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 um,
Yeah. Said it was a risk, but it was a heist. Uranium heist. Try to steal like uranium in the dead of night. Command was being the black walk in the fight failed miserably. Just like Tabas, right?
What's up, Large Stock? Oh, good to see you, man.
But reported. It could be trying to take our uranium for free. And
Inflation is not normal. And when they tell you the target rate is 2%, that's at what rate it's growing, not at what individual things are being raised at.
the world knows the truth. They came for our uranium. That's the real proof. They wanted our nuclear material.
I'm sorry, Charlotte. That's horrible.
But they got it closed. Now the whole world sees the regret. Feel like our history repeating again. Superpower and barriers losing more than just men. You try to rob us in the middle of the war, now you're running scared. We laugh from afar.
Yo, they are fucking dropping bombs in the meme world. Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to get to what's it called? Epstein worships ball tomorrow. Here's a little taste. Wet your whistle.
So, what was the cult that you mentioned earlier, the ancient one?
The cult of ball. B-A.
Yeah, listen, what's his name? What's this dude's name? Sean Atwood. I've watched his stuff. You know, I know people in his circles. Um, he's a decent interviewer. I don't know where he stands as a human, but uh, big swing and a miss. Sean Atwood. You need to have some kind of comic relief in here. And
So,
this is how I would have handled this. Okay, very seriously, just so you know, I would have handled this chef's kiss seriously. They're talking about the Epstein cult. This is Epstein's niece, Anya Wick, Jeff Epstein's niece. Is she goddamn related to John Wick? Anya Wick is telling Sean Atwood what cults that Epstein, Donald Trump, all these perverts worship.
mentioned earlier, the ancient one.
The cult of ball. B-A.
No, Sean, you don't say ball. You go, I'm sorry, you're breaking up. Is it cult of balls? What did you say? Twat? Did you say the cult of balls? Old balls? Ah, we must have a weird internet connection. Just can you say that again? Squeeze a baking powder? Twat? I can't hear you. One more time. Is that the cult of balls? Was that the cult of old balls? What was that, miss? I'm sorry.
The cult of ball.
Balls. Did you say balls? I'm sorry. There's a lag. Could you just do that one more time? There was the cult of
You mentioned earlier, the ancient one.
which one?
The cult of ball.
The cult of balls. Thank you. Is that do they worship testicles or what is this is why I don't have guests. Good for you, man. 40's the new, 20. That's awesome. Iran was pretty cool back in the 70s. That's true. Mr. Radio, did you serve in the military? Is that what you're like one upper? Hey man, I asked you a question. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your live? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Just state your purpose. At ease, soldier. Just state your purpose. Or you're gonna go, oh man, I served in the military and you better worship every word I say. I don't. You know how I judge people on how you fucking behave. Okay? I listen to Jesus. He says, I judge your character by your heart, by your heart's intent. That's what I do here. I'm an empath. Okay. And a vibe coach. And your vibes are all fucked up, Mr. Radio. You really come in here acting like goddamn Donald Trump, like, hey man, I asked you a question. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was Mr. Radio Hour. Go fuck yourself. Get fucked. Can I say that any clearer? We don't want you here. Don't you dare. You know what? Let me have your president say this to you. Let me have your president. And I'm not going to do the quiet piggy. Okay, I'm not going to tell you quiet piggy. We have decorum here.
Don't be rude.
Please don't be rude. But he does.
Educated. I love the poorly educated.
I love when people pull out the, I served in the military. You must respect everything I say. Okay, right. 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 I'm an empath too. There we go. Vibe check. Let's go. You disgrace this country. No, you do. With your votes for pedophiles and fucking unwavering fucking support to a fucking top polished turd at the top. That's what disgraces this country. Do you understand that? No, some of you fucking don't. Okay? And you think that your one-time duty fucking makes you some loyal servant to the fucking crown. And it doesn't, man. We judge people who fucking stands for America. You know what? You're gonna make me get the goddamn fucking Abraham Lincoln quote out. Jesus Christ. I didn't think I was going to have to do it today, and you're forcing me to. By the way, this is what you worship, okay? This fucking straw stick, short dick fucking tyrant. Fuck out of here. Where's my Lincoln? Where's my Lincoln? I can't believe you're making me do it. Where is my Lincoln? This is what you worship, okay? You worship our tax dollars getting burnt for some fucking racist chud. Where's my Lincoln? Where's my Lincoln? Here it is. Here's my Lincoln. Hey, for my Lincoln. Here we go. This is what you stand for. All right, buddy? You get me? You catch me? All right, let's make sure he didn't leave. There we are. I don't worship anyone. Get the fuck out of here. You do. You worship Donald Trump. Anybody that says, anybody that's speaking out against a fucking tyrant disrespects this country, fucking doesn't understand this country. I'm sorry. Did you serve in the fucking military? Please tell me. Please tell me. Did you? Because you can't be this fucking stupid and operate anything besides Velcro shoes. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm not even going to wait. But just so everybody's fucking on the same page, the only American thing to do is what Abe Lincoln said. This country with its institutions belongs to its people who inhabited it. Whenever they shall grow weary of the existing government, they can exercise their constitutional right of amending it or their revolutionary right to dismember and overthrow it. Abe Lincoln, Dirty Hippie, 1861. No, you're not, Mr. Radio. Don't fuck. I hate when people do this, when they start backing out. You know, if you're going to stand for something, just stand for it, man. Just stand for it. There's nothing fucking more humiliating for you than to come in all fucking guns blazing and then being like, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying it seems like this. This is why I can't, this is why I shouldn't even engage with it, because they all do it, you know? I forget when you start to argue with a worm, you soon realize they have no spine. They don't stand for anything. And as soon as you show them some shit, when they think they're more American than you because I worship this system that has exploited me and built on the backs of fucking minorities. Like, as soon as you expose to them that the true fucking Americans understand the shit that, you know, in 1775, we weren't going, you know what, I think the king has a point. He should be able to tax us without the representation. How far do you want to go back? About real Americans. You know, give me a break with that. Of course, you're going to start dipping out. You know, I fucking hate that. Every time I do engage with these people, as soon as I turn your fucking narrative on its fucking head, you know, because if you don't know, if you're just joining me, this guy says, so did you serve in the military? And I love, like, that's supposed to be the game ender. That's the fucking Avengers Endgame line for this dude. Okay. And you probably experience this too. So when did you serve in the military? And all I do is simply this. Whenever they talk about drugs or anything like that, I go, when did you do drugs? I don't. I listen to the professional. Who's a professional? The doctors. Oh, really? How many drugs did they do? I'm pretty sure me and my friends were the fucking professionals. I can tell you all about them. And they think that's some fucking game ender. You know, he thinks, when did you serve in the military? Tell me, General Patton. Like all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my God, I've been defeated. Like you fucking knucklehead, man. Knuckle dragging fucking moron. Seriously. Is that what you do? Seriously, Mr. Radio, when your mom calls and she's like, are you wiping your butt okay? And you're like, did you serve in the military? I don't take no advice from anybody but my sergeant major. Like, is that how you operate? Because this is what I want you to understand. When you come into my fucking comment section and say, I asked you a question, not realizing, like, bro, I'll fucking mute you in a heartbeat. I don't give a shit. What am I going to lose the fucking intelligent conversation of, well, if you didn't serve in the military, I don't listen. Do you need me to fucking have on one of my friends who served in the military tomorrow to tell you you're a fucking twat? You know, like, is that going to fix you? No. Your brain's broken. So what I'm trying to do is take some time to make you understand that when you go in and go, when did you, oh, really? When did you serve in the military? I'd like to know before I take any advice. It's like, this is why we're a lost fucking nation, because you think that's the qualifier to fucking taking advice from people. You know what I mean? You just negate all of the fucking nation's history, all of it. All of it, that the real fucking American heroes are not the ones who were fucking the conformists, but the one who's pushed the fucking way forward to forge this fucking nation. Like my grandparents, which you should show some fucking goddamn respect for, but you don't. You shit on it, and you think my attitude is un-American. But really, I just come from a long fucking tradition. You ever heard of John Brown? Do you? And you don't even know the names of the others because they died in fucking 1775, which is the true fucking beginning of this fucking country, by the way. But nevertheless, that I don't need to go there. What I need to do is put your fucking whole argument on its head, because if you walked around, right, like tomorrow, Mr. Radio, I want you to go into your boss and go, when did you serve in the military? I want you to do that. And go, I take no orders besides from my higher command. Take that. You know what I mean? Like it's such a silly, buffoonish fucking way to operate. I really need to adapt that to something. I need to flip that on its head and be like, when did you serve in Antifa? How are you going to tell me to run my socialist live stream? Really? Get the fuck out of here. Like, I gotta start doing that, man. Oh my God. Tell me Mr. Radio's still here. Come on, buddy. Come on. You didn't leave, right? I'm not, here he is. I'm not looking for advice for anyone. You have zero idea what I think. No, see, that's where you're, silly. Because the words you type, show me you. Just so you know how that works. Just so you know how that works, buddy. When you say something, it reflects about what you think. Did nobody teach? Did you not graduate first grade? Did you not understand that when you wrote in your little journal in first grade and drew a blue house? People were like, oh, look, this kid knows about a blue house. I wonder if he lives there. That shows us a lot about you, pal. It's good that you're learning these lessons this late in life. I pray to God you have somebody to accompany you if you're ever in public. But it's a very good lesson for you to understand that when you say words, people go, oh, that's who he is. You know what I mean? Just like when Donald Trump was like, we're bringing back the golden age. Everyone's like, oh, jeepers, this sounds awesome. Not realizing he meant for him. He meant for him and his criminal friends, you know? But I love it. I love it. I love putting these people. This is why I am your goddamn vibe coach, because this is the stuff not enough people um understand, Like people think like, you know nothing about me. Bro, the first thing I saw was you yelling at me to address your question, so you're an ignorant asshole. You know what I mean? Like that says a lot. And then your question was, did you ever serve in the military? Like it's some qualifying trait to do live streams on YouTube and say, this sucks. The price of 1 pound of beef is more than minimum wage. We're all fucked. The president's tweeting, praise Allah, you crazy bastards. And nobody likes a PDF file in the White House besides people like you, you know? And you think somehow a service to a country, or I'm sorry, service to a man is going to qualify, like, you know, then I can listen to this boy. Well, then I can listen to this very social boy. You know, like, I'm just trying to show you what you're saying, man. That's all. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. Listen, I know you fucking fascists are trigger real easy, but this silly goose, that's right, not Rod, Nurse Rod. This silly goose, Mr. Radio, thinks he can come in here spouting all this diarrhea out his mouth, and then when we just regurgitate it back to him, he's like, "You know nothing about me." I love it. Listen, man, I know I gave you a lot to think about, Mr. Radio, but take your time with it. You know, when you're up late tonight and you're like, "Oh, fuck, really? Do my words, like, show people who I am? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God." You know, when you're starting to have the realizations, when the new wrinkles and synapses are forming in your mind, don't be scared. You're on the path to enlightenment, my friend. I am your official vibe coach. I know I'll see you tomorrow. Um, so thank you. Any other questions from the crowd? Mr. Radio, here's the thing, man. I care about people. That's why I do this. I do. That's why I'm just trying to show you. I know you get all very sensitive, but here in Massachusetts, we just act like this to each other. So I don't know where you're from, some flyover state or something where you've never seen the ocean. You should check it out. It's beautiful, especially at sunset or early morning. But the thing is like, that's why I do this, man, because I care. And you know, I shouldn't be concerned about you, but you're walking around out in public sounding like a fucking moron, dude. And I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to look out for you. Don't be mad at me if I hold up a mirror to your fucking actions. You know, that's silly. That's very MAGA of you. That's why we assume you're MAGA. You know, because if you can't take that, you know, the F your feelings crowd can't just take a good riffing so you understand what I'm laying down for you, then you know you got some introspection to do. Ah, my back. Marty. Oh, here we go. Oh man, you guys aren't sending your best, are you, MAGA? I need better. Marty, who's here every day, by the way. I like it because I think we're starting to get to you, Marty. Here's Marty. Marty's writing from his mother's home. Her cooking is great, and Ma the meatloaf. Marty says, "Do you want the United States to lose the war with Iran?" Surprise, Marty. We have. Oh man, Marty. Marty, not a party. That's what people say when you're not around. They go, "Ooh, Marty, Marty, we don't want his fucking talk." Because you're teaching us, Marty. You're teaching us very quickly that you know, you're not a good conversationalist or raconteur. You're nothing of the sort. Your questions are pretty dumb, but we like to say there's no dumb questions. There's only stupid people, you know. So yeah, Marty, here is Trump quotes since the war began. Okay, so Marty, I don't know if you could read, maybe you could have an adult help you with this, but you should just read this and then you tell me if you think this means we won the war. Jesus Christ, man. If we, Jesus Christ, man. We've lost this war. You understand that? Trillions of money is being sunk into fucking nothingness. To open the Strait of Hormuz, that was open that Friday previous to the war starting. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you want us to lose? We've lost, bro. What do you consider a win? How many dead soldiers do you consider a fucking win? Huh? What is it? Is that how you quantify it? I'm seriously confused. Because a win for me would, you know, not have sent anyone to die. What do you consider a win? What do you quantify that as, Marty? Real high fucking intellect conversations we have. No, Marty. Iran has won again. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Yeah, who wouldn't cheer on? Here's the thing, Marty. I know you're. I don't want to say brain. That's kind of generous. I know you're thinking thoughts, Marty. I know you're thinking the thoughts. Um, but here's the thing. If you give anyone a choice between a guy that's kids and anyone else, it's like Kamala Harris. People are gonna root against the guy who fucks kids. Is that clear enough? You know what I mean? Are you saying you're on the side of the guy who fucks kids to send other kids to go die for his pointless fucking, again, what was the point of this? So you're saying you're rooting for that, right? Again, I don't know why I entertain this. I feel like we're all getting stupider. And it's probably poisonous. Marty, you don't understand what I'm saying, man. Words will tell you about me. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I've told you, America lost. I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. Too strong for life. Ooh, I like that name. Too strong for life. Oh. That should be a channel where you're just like, life's trying to get me today. And I said, not today, life. Sorry, Rob, I'm on a tear this evening. I'm putting this everywhere. What Trump has done in the last 48 hours is utterly inexcusable. You Americans are all responsible. Yo, I appreciate that, Tear. That's all good. Jen, you ain't got to be mad at me. Or you ain't got to be mad. Or you ain't got to apologize, I should say. I fucking agree. I agree. I'm not one of these people who's like, not me, I didn't vote. You're right. We all got our hand in it. Why do you think I do this every single goddamn day? Because let the record show, gavel, gavel, gavel. I should get a gavel sound effect. Let the record show I stood for none of this shit. You can play me all you want. I'm fine with that. I don't give a fuck. People usually don't understand me. And I've come to learn that most people, can't even comprehend sometimes some of the shit I say until it fucking happens to them. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's actually a bad thing. So I get it, man. But let the record show, gavel, 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 that I've been doing this for over 2 years now, just on a live stream. Before that, I was making videos and doing many other things, podcasts, rambling all about this bullshit. But I think now is kind of the time, where you can really find those Martys and Mr. Radios out there where they want to debate. Well, who do you think should win? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Your allegiance to fucking pedophiles is unwavering, man. Unwavering. You think the fucking United States cares about you? When institutions fail, you don't reform them. You replace them. So, Jen, don't apologize. I get it. Salty Slay, are you leaving? Good night. You gotta go. Hey, me too, man. Me too. Me too. Oh, I love it. Marty, it's okay, man. We know you're triggered. Okay, Marty does not live with his mom. He's a very big boy with 2 houses. He's an engineer. It's just amazing that an engineer couldn't see all this shit fucking coming. You know what I mean? I love when people are like, my job qualifies me as a smart person. No, Marty, it qualifies you as a engineer. That's it. I mean, Joe Rogan's head of the Secretary of Podcasting for the United States, and that guy's getting tricked all the time by TikTok. I wouldn't deem him smart. I don't know. This is a life lessons for people. This is deprogramming the Americans. The Americans, that's why they go, well, what did you do for a job? Did you serve in them? They think these qualifying fucking questions makes it okay for them to listen to someone or to feel good about ignoring the fucking blatant truths that this person is speaking at them, And I don't even do it all the time. Sometimes I just play Fox News clips and they're like, oh shit, the economy's fucked. Beef is more than an hour's wage. People are like, bullshit. America's great. America's pretty great. It's like, oh, just wait. Just wait. I know you don't understand how some of this shit works, but just let me tell you that the only trickle down you're about to feel is not only from fucking Donald Trump, but it's also from the effects of this war. It's going to happen, man. And I think that's why you hang around, because we'll welcome you with arms, once you know, get your head out of his tuchus, but it's okay. If there are money for private actions like this Blitzkrieg action, there are money for anything, especially patching potholes. 100% organic. Oh my God. You ever hit a pothole? Guys, what's the deal with potholes? I met doctors using GPT to diagnose me. My Christ. And this is, you know, like, here's the thing. When I hear stuff like that, I go, oh, and you think they're going to stop? You know, like, I understand you're on the cutting edge of this capitalist dystopia, Dusty, when you encounter a doctor who's like, ChatGPT, do you have WebMD? Could you help me on this one? You know what I mean? Like, the thing is like, they're not going to stop. They're not, unless we do something about it. We reject it. We talk about it. White Dove Sam, stop obsessing over winning. Winning. He stole that from Charlie Sheen, by the way. Charlie Sheen used to say winning way before Donald Trump. So he ripped that off. Not even original. What's up, Three Dog? Good to see you, man. Jennifer. I understand the frustration. But remember, he's a petulant tyrant, you know, he's a toddler. Where's Lemony when you need him? Oh yeah, we haven't seen. I went late tonight. Man, I'm working a lot, so a lot of stuff. Just trying to survive. You know, that's the most pathetic thing about America. Nobody's working 4 jobs so because they're like, ooh, I'm going on my 4th vacation this year. They're all like, I want to have steak this year. But yeah, everything's great. Tiger Blood winning. There you go, Frankenberry. Marty, this is where I don't think you understand. Marty, when you say no, I say we shouldn't root against the United States. What I'm asking you is, what the fuck do you think is the United States? What do you think is the United States? Do you think it's one man doing whatever he wants? Have you not read any of the fucking things Iran has addressed to Americans where they're like, your president's a madman. Like, this is not directed at you. We're not fucking at war with you. Like, there's a Epstein class of elites who are doing whatever the fuck they want, not representing us. They are not American. They are anti-American. They've announced that many times. And you're still like asking this bullshit? Really? This is what I mean. Like, you think the United States is what? Because I'm telling you, it's not this. This is a fascist tyrant. He does not represent me. And you allowing him to represent you is the fucking narrative and perception and paradigm that you have bought hook, line, and sinker, thinking that your blind allegiance to fucking whatever people are doing is the most American thing you could do. And this is what I'm trying to teach you. God damn, Marty, I don't think there's hope for you, buddy. I just don't. I love how Marty's like, and don't say nobody's cheering. Who the fuck wouldn't cheer for Iran? They got the dopest memes ever. I love how you're fucking so sensitive about what people cheer for. God damn, dude. You need to go watch Van Wilder because he says, don't take life so seriously. You won't get out alive. I love how you're like, oh god damn it, they were liking. Although you should, you know what? I'm sorry, Smoking Blondie. Go subscribe to Smoking Blondie. Go subscribe. This is Smoking Blondie. Please go subscribe. She's in the chat. My favorite history teacher. Keep educating the dumb. Aw, thank you. Kiss my pen sec. That's a funny name. But and thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm supported by viewers like you. I ain't taking no corporate money. Peter Palantir, you're to go suck one. So I'm only supported by you guys. But here's the thing. What's his name? Marty McFly. Hello, McFly. Is anybody home? Let me do this just to fucking upset your senses. This is an Iranian Lego video with a dope ass song that I enjoy to the fullest.
Said it was a recipe, but it was a heist. Uranium! Uranium heist! Try to steal our uranium in the dead of night. Command was being the black walk in the fight failed miserably. Just like Tabas, right? If you thought we would have seen.
Uh-oh, Marty. God damn, Marty, I saw people dancing to that new Iranian song against America. They're traitors to the cause. Again, do you see how stupid you are? Buddy, people hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only reason that this war happened on a fucking Saturday morning. He's sending soldiers to die because he wants the Strait of Hormuz open again, even though he was fucking open before. And you think standing up to that is fucking anti-American? You're a fucking psycho. You understand that. I wish America had a good healthcare system so you could fucking afford to see a doctor because you need help. You're an engineer and I wouldn't trust you to build any goddamn safely. You know, thank God you got 2 homes and you ain't gonna feel the pressure that's about to come in the next few months because you need a safe space, motherfucker. You understand me? You comprehend, though, SA? You need a fucking safe space. If you think that people are like, oh, this sick fuck who I read the Epstein files and the allegations against him and his goddamn criminal attorney who's the head of the DOJ right now is saying that we're not going to investigate him, but we'll go against anybody who hurt his feelings. You think this fucking is America and that you can't say, fuck this motherfucker, dude, fuck this fucking war. Like, that's the whole thing about free speech, man. So you're saying don't have free speech, don't fucking disrespect the king, and that makes you American? You sound as stupid as Mr. Radio that was coming in here. Oh, don't start fucking talking to Frankie like I work 50 hours a week. I work 50 hours a week. Good. You're proof that this fucking system has failed us. Because when I was growing up, fucking full time was 40 hours. And nobody should be working 50 hours a goddamn week when we're more productive and we have the technology we do. You are the living goddamn proof of fucking the hypocrisy of this system. And you worship it. Like it's some bragging point. Like, don't tell me you work 20 hours. I work 50 hours. Marty, that's not a brag. Marty, people are fucking thinking that's sad. Marty, do you have a fucking family? Or do you have 2 empty fucking houses that you're like, I just go back to work? Like, Marty, I'm trying to deprogram you. A brag is like, I work 10 hours. That's a fucking brag. Do you see people? You know what? We did see people on social media being like, logging my 112th hour today. Can't wait to afford 1 pound of beef. Like, guys, America has fucking poisoned your brains if you think 50 hours a week is something to fucking type about, man. I was thinking Tupac, you know, when he's like, and they say there's no hope for the future, but the truth is there's no hope for the youth or something. I don't work. Oh, you're in finance? Yeah, you definitely don't work. You're a legal criminal. Um, I wish it was like in Europe, 4 days a week shit, right? Thank you, Three Dog. That's a fucking brag. Even though you're not saying you do it, I'm just saying like, you know, being like, I work 3 days a week. That's some shit, man. Okay. Is there a brain in there, Marty? Obviously gifted. Obviously a good quote. Oh, okay. I love you guys, and I'm sorry, but dealing with stupid, you know, just drags me down to that level. It's like this, you know what I mean? It's like that's why, like, you don't, you know, I always think of that Portlandia thing where the dad wanted to impress his kids, so he hired that studio where he pretends to beat up a child. He's like, "Oh man, I thought you guys were gonna think this was real," and they're like, "Dad, why are you beating up that kid?" It's like that. It's like, man, they don't exist in the same realm I exist in. You know, the people that Marty encounters, like he's like, I worked 50 hours this week, and they're like, woo, I'm gonna try to do 51 and never be at the 2 homes I own. It's like, dude, that sucks. What you're gonna come to find out, Marty, at some point is you're gonna die. Okay. At some point, this is gonna hit you. Whether it's a diagnosis or fucking hurt tooth here in America, who knows? or just an easily curable disease that the kids in your neighborhood didn't get vaccine for. There's many ways to go in America, and most of them are simply fucking stupid because we could fix all this shit. But once you have that realization, you're going to start realizing, one thing, and that's 50 hours a week at work is way too much for a thing called life, which we only get one unless we're reincarnated, which please don't fucking bring me back here. Bring me to a different timeline. And that's what you need to understand, And once you understand that, I think your eyes will open up, your heart will open up. You'll stop drinking the Joe Rogan Alpha Boy slurp, and you'll understand, like, oh shit, man, this is a blip. This is a blip. And once you figure that out, I think a lot of things fall into place. I was fortunate to have that experience very young, so I lived my life understanding this, and I'm gifted every single day. Sounds like the Jamaica moms from Living Color. I paid to work, to go to work to pay for my other job. Oh, I gotta watch In Living Color. Oh my god, I have that on DVD, or my brother has that on DVD somewhere. All right, guys. I love you. Let's do it again tomorrow. I don't know what time, but I got stuff to do. My god, my days don't end till too late, and my mornings start way too early. Shit, share this with a friend. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, do all the magic things. Thank you for the super chat. Kiss my pencock. Yeah, I think that was the name. But I love you guys. Have a great night. Live the life you love. Yeah, maybe some people, that's from a panda cookie. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You're welcome for the vibes. I'm your vibe coach. Tune in every day to get vibe coached the fuck out. That's presidential language. I'm sorry if the language upsets you, but this pervert at the top set the new bar very low for presidential language, where you can just say, like, you goddamn crazy bastards, praise be to Allah. Remember, that was what he said on Easter. So, all right, guys, have a great night. Much love. Respect.